Na kailangan nila i-set up si OHEB for
All right, guys, we are going to be watching. I know we're coming in a little bit late. I did wake up and I couldn't get the stream going in time for Game 1, but we did just watch Game 1. Blacklist takes it. This is a best of 7. Listen, guys, I woke up. I went to sleep at like 1. Went to sleep at like 1. And set my alarm so I could get up just to watch this. It's 4 a.m. right now. Over here. So yeah, here we go. Yo! What's up, guys? Welcome, 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 welcome.
And of course, it's a stroke of genius as well.
Turn down the game just a little bit right now. I don't know. Is Private up? Is Private awake right now? I sent a message in our group chat. Hopefully he's awake.
But of course, for the MVP of the game, at the end of the day, this is also still a great effort by Blacklist International. Ilang beses nakasalba si Oh My Venus with a
hopefully he's awake.
With the entries of Blacklist International.
Valentina jungle is lit. Yeah, it was. It was scary. Look at TREX, bro.
For everyone, we're not sure. It's the first time that we're seeing it.
Honestly, I think I would kind of like to see Echo win. They're both going to M4, so it's whatever. But I think Private said it great in our group chat. He said he just wants to see Blacklist challenged, and it's kind of the same for me. I'm a strong believer in seeing things get mixed up since they're both going. I think Blacklist holds better odds in the world stage, like to do better than Echo, but for this, I would like to see Echo win. For sure. I don't know if they can win. I don't know, man. Blacklist is like such a beast in itself.
If ever hindi na counter punish ng Blacklist International yung pick-off attempt ng Echo, Echo had the ability to turn.
I like how they. This is cool, right? They showed the laning path. At some point, it was just First 5 minutes.
That is really close, but because of great team fighting execution, a beautiful rotational start for Blacklist International.
Yeah, how he never once touches the XP lane for the first 5 minutes, which a lot of teams don't, right? But I still. I don't know. He was at 1 a.m. I tried messaging him. I don't know if he's awake now. He might have not woken up. We also, me, him, and Pika, we're all like, we were all up at like 1 a.m., almost 2, maybe 1:30. And we were like, so are we gonna, like, everyone was wondering if we were gonna stay up.
MVP of game number 1 goes to Wise.
The NECT Grand Final starts on the 30th. I think it's 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Philippine time, somewhere around that time. And I don't know if Indonesia's same time as Philippines.
Will Echo find a way to turn the game around and get the second game, or will Blacklist continue their stride? The casters will be able to answer that with us.
Wonder where he is that they're shooting that green screen.
No surprise, Wise takes the MVP nod for game 1. Welcome back to the desk. We're bringing you the rest of this best of 7. That's midnight. This is Naisu. I'm Leo at your service. And where do you find yourself?
Martin, win your little week first before you talk. Who's talking smack on Blacklist?
Because you just laid witness to the first
1-0. 1-0, guys. 1-0.
I think you could do that. You could ban Valentina. Again, take out that Faramis.
Comment.
Yeah,
my favorite team is going to be BTK Valley. I don't know why. Okay. Hey, man. I love it.
That's the thing.
I love it.
How much more is there? How far?
Oh, Des, what are you doing awake right now?
Of jungle picks, right? But again, this is why he has that. The saying.
I got the purple colors on just for Echo.
Yeah, he's proved it for 3 seasons
Ooh.
now. Like from
Ooh. We got the new room set up, guys. Ooh.
Season 8, he kind of had more heroes We
Woo!
Bane Aldous era.
Purple for Echo, bro.
saw more in,
Purple lights on tonight, guys. Purple lights on tonight. Can Echo
Like weird stuff.
do what nobody thinks they can? Oh, it's 9:30 a.m. there. Oh. Oh, you're over in You're over in Europe. Yeah. Yeah.
Why not? Just already, can I say, we already have issues dealing with Oh My Venus Hero Pool, right? Hack of Venus has been a thing for the better part of a year.
First problem.
Yes, with varying levels of success.
And then Haji, got on board.
Sure. And then now Wise.
Are you going to Indonesia too for M4? I don't know, man. If I get the invite,
Nothing. Like, you don't even know how far this goes.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think I can't really say much, but I think there is a high possibility that they are going to look for maybe a North American caster or two to go over there. There's some talk going around. I don't know anything for sure, though. I don't know if they're going to make any huge decisions. We will see. Mio, what's up? Welcome to the show. Love from Bangladesh. Noob Gaming. How's it going, man?
At this point, even some other strategies, like other coaches, I would say Coach Dale.
Sorry if I'm like during the game and stuff, if I'm not talking to chat as much. And also, I'm really I'm listening to the casters too.
Coach Dale.
The main problem is now Falcon.
Yes.
Main problem for Blacklist right now is that you have
Big love from Japan. Ninja Gaming, what's up? Welcome to the show.
And they're still gonna win anyway. So
Wise's jungle pool is unbounded. Look at that mother-loving tag.
To pick your poison. What do you want? Do you want G-strats, or are you confident enough to go with what works for Blacklist?
I'm wondering if Echo is the one to pull the surprise, pull that card, right? Maybe, I mean,
guys, I'm in
Kadita in a way, and you even called it.
I'm in a long sleeve.
Is there something more that they have?
I really wanted to get up like 30 minutes before and take a shower and stuff and then jump on here. But I hit the snooze, and out of nowhere it was 4 a.m. and I was like, oh, we gotta go. I made myself a cup of coffee real fast.
Again, blindsided, and I'm hoping
And here we are.
that they have more left in the tank. And this game was just a heat check. And yes, it's a very expensive heat check. It came at the cost of a game point at
One of the coolest things,
7.
honestly,
Maybe
so
game 2.
I think one of the coolest things about MPL PH and MPL Indonesia is the stadiums that the finals are in. And during the games, you can hear the crowds chanting and calling and yelling out the team's names.
It's a warranted change for Echo, but they did tease it, right? They have something up their sleeves. We didn't see it in game number 1, and I think that game number 2 is the right time for them to.
Look at this girl with the glasses, just like staring from the back behind them, like.
Already, and they were forced to play side lane Grok yesterday too. Man, I'm expecting.
How about watch game 1? Yes, I just watched game 1.
Yeah,
I just couldn't get the stream live until
game
game 2.
It's tough too because before we jump into the draft here, the thing.
Bro, where are the boys at?
Colonel TZ, right? He kind of forced in a way to play that Akai, but it just really didn't work out for them. So maybe you allow yourself in the draft. They are going to be flipping sides, by the way, here.
Yep.
So this could be already, again, step 1 to starting game 2 better for Echo.
Yes, it is Echo's call this time around, having been a team to climb
All right.
the lower bracket. Now,
Echo, first pick here.
To pick sides, it's blue. They ban out the Diggy, the Valentina, the Farsa, and Blacklist bans out the Alice and the Choke.
Nothing but mage bans.
If you look at a 1-1 or the Paramis, because if you let go of the Paramis, Echo will take it most likely.
Yes.
If you let go of the 1-1, Benecutie will take it.
Yes.
So I think they're in a better spot right now for Echo.
Hell, even the Claude's out there.
Even Claude's out there.
Leave them both open. Leave the 1-1 and
they're
the.
gonna be confident enough to deal
ban.
with the set, the set of picks that they will get. Echo most
TREX and
likely
Private
will
Dancer for
go
M4.
Claude, but
We'll see. We will see.
is also open. And, Grok is also open. So I feel like there's a lot of choice here for Echo to go on. It's just going to matter of it's just going to matter with what they go on the first pick. Again, Paquito and Claude is such a good option for Echo, or if they want to go for the Paramis. But Claude is.
They don't pick up the Fermis.
Get Paramis for themselves.
Yeah, so with the Claude being a high priority hero, It's taken in the hands of Echo. Now Blacklist, like you guys mentioned, the Paquito's available.
Oh, yeah.
There's the Akai already locked in here.
Is the Indonesia Grand Finals happening right after this?
Yeah,
Old school.
it's
Again,
old school.
It's not on right now, right?
Fighting against Blacklist with Comfort Heroes. Now Echo, Julian is open, by the way. And Lilia, okay, this is the most countered Paramis I've seen so far.
Correct.
Claude, Lilia on the same lineup. If you want to add more insult to the injury, you go for Balmond. Oh, Barats.
All right.
Really?
Wasn't expecting it.
Is that a good really or a bad really?
I don't know. There's no Mathilda, and you.
Bro, 4 a.m., bro.
Well, goods for agents, but we know what's coming. We know what's coming.
4 a.m., bro. Commitment.
It's a jungle Estes. No, I'm joking. That's
4 a.m.
I mean, they could go for it. It's a jungle Estes. I don't know. So Echo, this is nice ban.
It's a jungle Estes.
Ban out agents, heroes, hero pool, because they needed a hero that can split away from this Ube, the ultimate Ube split.
Bro, they're playing them both at the same time? Whose smart idea was that?
Grok is banned, also limiting the hero pool of Yawi and the Roth, just to make sure that.
How am I supposed to watch 2 finals at the same time?
When they pick up the explainer for Edward on the first pick.
That was kind of, let's be honest, guys. Let's just be honest here for a second. Kind of a silly play. No communication. Lack of communication. Or they did it on purpose. They were like, let's see who gets more views.
I feel like they're going to take the Esme, though. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they did ban out the Dairoth.
Wanted to shake things up,
Yeah,
this
so.
Is the European.
Oh. Valier.
Well,
That's spicy.
I haven't seen Valier in like 6 months.
Where's Dave at?
It's been a hot minute.
What's going on?
Where's Assassin Dave at?
I'll be honest, I've seen Valier like 2
Where's he at, bro? He'd be shitting his pants right now over this Valier.
Yeah.
Where's my boy at? Dave. Dave.
The legendary skin. Yeah.
Weird. I got that about 3 weeks ago because I finally had enough spins on the magical crystal thing.
Foreshadowing?
Irithel.
Foreshadowing?
Could be.
Or carry. I'm guessing Irithel.
In all fairness, there's so much left for Oheb here.
Oh, Clint is available, by the way.
Filipino sniper can get his hands on anything he wants.
Irithel.
And of course,
Valier tank, yeah, Valier roam.
This is what they needed. A good pickup for Blacklist, but
Unless we just completely, unless they go for something really crazy.
I still don't know how this will play out.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
When I look at Echo's lineup, I just think of
Here's the thing, though, right?
dots, right?
Damage over time.
Damage over
Over
time.
time.
Sitting at home wondering what DOT means. Dots. So
Dots.
And on top of that, Claude, the Blazing Duet, it's more of like a sustained DPS when it's utilized. So I feel like Echo, this could work for them, but again, you're playing against that sustain coming out from Blacklist and National that they're going to have to work around with.
You know what's the problem with Echo's lineup right now? Even though on paper it sounds really, really good, and at the first look, it really looks
All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.
Blacklist International, and you only have one Blazing Duet.
Yeah.
Like, it's a counter versus the Estes, but what about the Paramis? It's a counter against Paramis, but what about the Estes?
It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Echo's gonna have to play out of their mind.
Damned if I do.
To recover from
Damned if I don't.
and to make the most
I just put a ring on it. Let me know if you won't. If you won't. Sorry. Sorry, guys. All right, Valier Rome. I mean, so listen, right? Like hypothetically, right? Like on paper, the pushback, right? That skill 2 could be something.
Landing these fireballs like we see him right now on Haji, getting those stacks.
When Blacklist tries to group up,
the early game is really good for Echo.
It's a really strong laner.
It's a strong, the poke is there. So if they can utilize this early game power, kind of power play, it might work out for them. But this is Yawi getting caught.
Yawi.
But the backup is there from Sanford.
Better be careful, bro.
Yawi putting the battle in Battle Mage. I've never seen a Valier so aggressive ever since his re-debut in Season 4.
Yeah, the thing about it is that there's no way Blacklist can deal with Yawi on the early game. That's why he's been playing really, really aggressive.
New meta, 2 times mages.
And Paramis, like, what do? You're just standing there on ground and you're walking over the flames of the Valier.
Screw 2 tanks. We're going 2 mages.
One of the good things I see about this Valier, especially against the Fairness specifically, is when you have that go signal from Blacklist International, at least
oh god,
away. right? At least you have that.
Yep.
So that could end up playing really well for them, especially around the objectives later on.
And so far, Yawi able to survive a potential death. Wise caught him with a really good headbutt.
Problem is Echo has no like yes, they do have CC with the Valier, but it's like
Trying to get here his level 4.
it's just not the same.
So far, I'm liking what Echo's doing. They're nipping it at the bud. They're being over aggressive while they can.
They don't really have anyone who can dive in.
Early game power
Like
that you have over you.
Barats,
They
he
secure
can't
the
dive. He's
first
too slow,
objective
man.
game, though, and it's Sanford that grabs the turret.
Good hit, good hit.
He's gonna eat up
Good
Wise.
pick.
Wise gets quite low. First
Nice
blood,
play. Wise
Sandy
goes down.
on Edward. There's the sustain
Cold
we
Altar
were
comes
just
out.
talking about. Do they have enough firepower to get the kill? Edward's in trouble. Does he survive? And no, he doesn't, because Sanford comes in.
Did I
flexing
sleep?
on him.
Yeah, for like 2 hours, bro. 3 hours.
Cannot burst the initial HP bars coming out from Cold Altar just to slow them down. There's too much slow is coming out from Echo, and Blacklist cannot run away, even with the additional movement speed from the ultimate of the Promise. So this is going to become a problem here in the mid game for Blacklist, because the way you want to fight against Echo is, again, it's overtime, damage over time. But with these slows,
Bro, Private and Pico were supposed to wake up too. They didn't.
There is still a Claude that is on
Those
the lineup
bastards.
here for Echo.
And oh my Venus.
Those
Venus,
bastards.
You really only do so much.
Yeah.
You can only be in one place at any given time, and you have to choose your fight.
You're late, kid.
Go at this pace. It's up their tempo.
Pika just woke up.
Once one of these two, whether it's Yawi Sanji that gets the Ice Queen wand, whew, that's going to be a lot to deal with.
There's too much red pings happening for Blacklist.
Yeah, it's gonna feel tough.
Everything
for
is
them.
meta in PH.
League ups.
Everything is meta.
Floor is lava. It doesn't feel like lava. Oh, forced out a heavy spin.
So you're playing a 3MS. What are you on about?
Yep. So that's the joke for those.
I know, bro. Everyone was like, all right, see you guys at 4. I woke up and nobody's up. Pika did finally just wake up.
Blacklist International, they do have sustain, but there is damage to the side effect.
Yeah, bro, call him.
Use the black shoes.
You gotta
Just
call
find here.
that dude.
Push and pull between both teams.
Give him a real
That's what
ring.
we're gonna see, right? We're gonna see also just Blacklist International bunch up together, the Ube, as we like to call it. And coin that
What are you gonna
got
say when he
between the
answers?
streams.
Hey,
that's-
Private.
it is
Trex
in
said
a way
you're
it's an
supposed to wake
advantage
up at 4 a.m.
counter around that. Sanford, though, just
Don't
being
call him.
away
If he
here
didn't wake up,
Wise.
then he's tired,
Second
man.
turtle of the game, it does get taken over.
He might be upset
TZ,
tomorrow.
So that's going to be 2 for Echo.
So far, so good. Echo on the road to recovery. They have put Blacklist on the back foot. They're playing defensively. All this while, Echo calling the shots across the map.
Echo, the thing that they need in this game, the thing that they need here in this game is time. Time for Benecuity to be able to farm up these
Rex
items.
calls me bro.
There is a recovery from Blacklist International. If OHIP gets his items, they can just group up, do the classic Uber strat and push down lanes. Even if Echo fights, if Benecuity is not
Just
there,
wait for the Layla jungle or any
it's
crazy jungle Blacklist will show later.
Blacklist will overload the damage coming out from Sanji with the amount of heals that they can have from both the SS and the Paramis.
Well, both teams clearly have an advantage. They also have their own cons with this composition. And as everybody, at this point, things are pretty much just stale until the next turtle possibly comes up in the fight, because at this point, Blacklist International really hasn't contested anything.
Yeah.
Sanji going to use the black shoes, going to be just fine here. Edward now making his way to the team.
Oof, look at this, they can walk over the
The
map.
Blacklist.
Doesn't have the Ice Queen wand yet.
Yep.
RLTZ. Oh.
Forced out the sprint from OHIP. Y'all see that? Detna's welcome.
Yep, it was a surprise bite from Carl TZ. OHIP did not expect that. But look at this, even the Barats has his own version of slow.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Haji, though, goes in. There's the heal. Already getting the
Looking for
flicker
something.
out, too. Echo just controlling this side of the top lane.
This is the
Can
answer
Wise
to
play
the
Layla?
score From Echo, the slows are starting to hurt Blacklist.
Who can't play Layla, bro?
And the damage.
It's the very first hero you play, bro. They teach you how in the tutorial. What do you mean? Everyone can play Layla.
Is getting to that point wherein he can start joining the fight. As long as he's able to get his items up, Blacklist has a problem.
Amazing recovery by Echo here. The Orcas have owned a majority of the map. About 3/4 of it is blue. And all 3 turtles so far in the 6-minute game.
The ultimate jungle will be unleashed today.
Actually, the second one went to Uranus.
Okay.
Went to Sanford.
I mean, look at this.
Was it the
They are
Valentina?
trying to make a play here on Edward, sandwiching him in, but they know that Yawi was there. There's going to be the pushback, so he should be fine.
I mean, we saw a Valentina jungle last game. And I'm not saying like we don't see that, but it was pretty nasty.
Sanford holding 3 back here, quite massive. Should be fine even with that consecration. So they
lose the tower though. And by Hoon?
That one.
I'm not really like close with Hoon like that. I don't think I've ever sat in a voice call with Hoon before.
For the golden staff from the Claude, it is now up for Echo. So start looking at team fights here. For the blue side, will Blacklist. It will try to scour for more farm. Radiant Arbor is now picked up on Wise. That's going to reduce the amount of damage that he takes, but it doesn't solve the mobility problem that they will be having during these fights.
I mean, that's what explains the 3 tough boots.
Yeah, and if you just saw that, Yawi just picked up the Ice Queen 1. So this is where we see that, you know, very frustrating slows coming out, and then
Dude might be dead. I think Private's alright. I think he's just asleep, bro.
Now you feel a spike.
He didn't go down. He didn't go down until 2. And like 2 a.m. is that time. I mean, like 2 hours. When you hit that 2-hour mark of sleep, that's when you're like, you know.
That's a lot of damage between Yawi, Benny, and Sanji, and then Carthy just going to steal.
Oh, look at that. Just like that, there's everything on the floor, and Edward can't get away.
Hoon's probably asleep anyways, bro. It's 4 a.m.
It goes down. Echo playing perfectly right now.
Agent Zero got zeroed.
Yep, it was an Esmeralda that they did take down for Echo. You know, tankiness is not a problem if you can't walk. If you can't move, you just stay on the ground. And, you know, Benecuti constantly hit the Esmeralda, and it just took, what, 1 or 2 seconds for them to be able to take out Edward.
Yeah, this is going to be a good position for Echo to just possibly even take this first Lord of the game. This is already about half health here. Wise knows that they're there, but I don't think he can get there in time. And there you go, Carl TZ is securing the Lord.
Yep. You know, Blacklist at this point, they're overloaded, even though they have the right tools to deal with Echo.
That's like the word of the day.
On their side.
That's been the word of the season. Overloaded. They're overloaded.
I mean, 5,000 head, almost 6 in 9 minutes, and that Lord coming in super.
They've been using that term a lot
the way
this season.
Drafted, if they started strong, would be an amazing way to go. But right now, their draft literally all it allows them to do is to not lose. Yep. There's no way for them to win. Not here, not now.
And now you start looking at the you know, the options here for Blacklist. Wave clear is abysmal.
Yeah.
Even though it is an Esmeralda and an Aetherfill, they can only clear 1 lane.
Yes. Yes, I think I was said yesterday, the way I put it, they have trash wave clear.
Trash wave clear. I reworded it.
Oh.
Okay, Wise going to have to heavy spin out of there, but going back to the point, the wave at clear potential, pretty bad.
It's so hard because, look, Hodge has to put himself in danger.
No, not sugarcoated. It's not a pretty bad. It's abysmal.
Yeah, well, Hodge has to put himself in danger. Oheb too. Edward has to dance around him for seconds at a time.
Well, now Lord on the top side. Can they get the turret out of this? Edward trying to get some attention. Going to back off here. Lord does go down. Blacklist International able to hold on to the top turret.
Okay, Blacklist, they're sustaining. If they don't have to run away inside the
Kita Mahato, what's up?
If they don't run away, I mean, if they
wish I could see this much teamwork and rank.
They can stand their ground. But
Game 2 Blacklist lose. I mean, it's 7K gold lead, almost 8K. It's I don't know if Blacklist is. I mean, Blacklist is known for coming back, right? They're known for it, but I don't know about this time.
In all fairness, the way Echo drafted, I love the shadow energies, and I love just how rapid fire Yawi can take out the fire. It's a pretty good counter to the Ube strat.
I mean, not only that, but they both have the Ice Queen now. So, and it looks like, I mean, Yawi's sole mission is to just slow them down with the fireballs.
Right now he's building tanks.
Dousel CM.
Okay, boys,
I got it.
I've done my mission.
Ducel? Dousel? Ducel? One of them.
I don't care what you build right now. I don't need damage. We have Benecuti. We have Blazing Duet. So
Blaster Pakiba, what's up? Welcome to the show.
These fights, throw out my flames. Make sure that they don't move at all. Make sure that those pigs are red. And Blacklist, again, you still have to solve that problem. Mobility And it's something that, you know, you cannot solve in Mobile Legends. Even though you can reduce the time that you're controlled, there's no item that will, you know, allow for you to be able to walk over onto the Valier.
Man, I love the brute force breastplate pickup on Yaoi. The lover boy is coming in, ready to eat some ults and get away with it. So far, so good. He can even build the dominant sites for all I care.
Yeah, at this point, he could go full tank.
That's it.
Except having that Ice Queen wand and having those mana reboots for regen, right? And at that time, all you have to do, again, is land the fireball.
I'm good, guys. I'm good.
If Blacklist International decides to engage, you push them back.
And
I'm blessed.
Over yet. Yaoi still has 4 levels to go. And if that's the damage from the Impure Rage, I almost forgot the name because we...
Honestly,
you know,
I want to say that that is like one of the only ways to beat Blacklist.
It is, you know, a problem still.
You got to snowball on him. Like I don't think they're like, I don't know if there's a team out there that can like even gold into the late game that can like, you know, like just sit at an even gold lead all the way to like where they're at right now, like the 12, 15, 18 minute mark, and be able to compete with them. Like,
again, I just feel like is because of that Valier pick. And what we're seeing, what we will see as the game goes further, and
we may watch MPL Indonesia. We may.
We're going to see Oheb using the heavy crossbow.
The thing is it's already starting, isn't it? When does it start? How are they going to stream it on the same? Are they going to stream it on any of the same channels? MPL ID finals.
By the way, this is the first time I've seen Oh My Venus rush an Oracle.
Yeah, first turret of the base going down here on the top side. Echo just playing perfectly up to this point. Black shoes coming out from Sanji. Oheb got quite low here. There's the blazing duet. Can Benecutie get a kill on that? There's the turnaround. Can they grab it? Carl Teasy taking out Wise here. Echo,
I don't understand how it can be today.
Mid-side. Edward trying to hold them back, but he gets forced out of there. And now Echo happy with the 2 turrets of the base. Down. Do they want to end the game here?
Force it?
It looks like they're going to try to force this one. Haji,
they need to be careful. They do need to be careful.
Back he can, and it's not going to happen just yet.
Sanford, though, is...
Again, the focus on the bottom side. Can they get the last turret here to crack open the base of Blacklist International? Benny forcing everybody back. They're hold on to it now with the
you guys hear Leo in the back?
Is falling. Haji back.
Uh-oh.
And that's Oheb grabbing a kill with the
This is why you got to be careful.
They timed out the ult on Oh My Venus and on Haji, but they forgot about the damage output that Blacklist was backing.
Oheb's going to be in trouble here. He had that Cold Altar to help him, but it's not enough as Sanford grabs the kill. And that was Haji. Haji paying him back. Yaoi falls. It's chaos here.
So here's the thing, right? Like, so, but here's the thing. Online, it said that this game we're watching right now didn't start until 4. And then the stream started at like 1. And I was like, what is going on? I was literally just about to go to bed, and I get a notification on YouTube saying this is starting. And I'm like, what? I messaged Naisu. I'm like, they're still in the waiting screen, so I'm like, maybe he's not like busy yet. I messaged him like, yo, is there gonna be like a 3-hour pre-show? And he's like, I was like, I'm deciding if I should lay my head and go to sleep for like 2 or 3 hours or not. And he's like, yeah, take a nap, bro. It's not gonna start for a few hours. The thing is MPL Indonesia, it says 5:30. So like it says the game is at 5:30. Now maybe they do a pre-show and they posted the time for the stream, not the game. Whereas PH posted the time for the game, not the stream.
They both run out.
But the thing is,
it's 1-0 Blacklist, but Echo is probably about to win this game.
We're still at the point wherein, we can only
boxes to clear.
Really do high ground defense.
10K away.
In our base, it's 10K away. Didn't even dare to think about getting Lord. So, again, step 1, defend.
Conceal play going to be committed by Echo. They're going to get this last turret down finally of Blacklist International's base with the Lord. They're going to try to punch this one in possibly. Oheb on the side along with Edward, trying to find an angle if they can. Crystal going to be worked on here. Do they have something up their sleeve? But right now, Echo, Benny Cutie's gonna be.
Bro, just end it, guys. End it. Another wave. Blazing duet.
The pushbacks there.
Bro, the fact that Blacklist is just like, look at the. There we go.
Evens it out. 1-1.
1-1.
Now we're in business. Now we're in business. It's a ball game.
It's a grand finals for the Philippines, and Echo did the same what Blacklist did to them on game number 1. Pull out something different.
They didn't let Blacklist play.
Yeah, they were lagging the whole time.
As Midnight put.
As Midnight put, they had the red ping because. But not. They didn't actually have the red ping.
League of check.
Felt like it.
And it's crazy because again, early on, it was just that Ice Queen wand, the pickup with the Valier that paid dividends for them.
Yeah,
Bro.
I did say that on paper, Blacklist had enough.
Leo's jacket, though.
Even with the Lilia, but you have to think about what happened.
It's clean, bro. It's clean.
Was just really aggressive on that mid lane to the point where Blacklist couldn't really make any moves, and in turn, Echo amassed.
Go to sleep, bro. No. No sleep.
He just got overloaded for the side of Blacklist.
We ain't sleeping.
That's what was crazy is until that last.
The Valier pick did really good.
The skirmishes that we saw, it was a low kill game, like you guys mentioned. You know, there was more action in that like 2 minutes than the majority of the game.
Which puts it into context. Let me just paint you a picture. Blacklist nearly got every day. But nobody really had to die. It seems like Echo, Coach TikTok, and Coach Treb have figured it out. So base code, vanilla Blacklist ain't gonna work.
Honey mustard.
And to be honest, that's
You're up too, bro. There's a few of us. There's a few of us over here in NA staying up for this shit, it seems.
I mean, that's what we're talking about here. Actually,
Valley or Simpsons.
Specifically, Echo and Blacklist International. They're forcing each other to literally grow.
No, bro, I just woke up. What do you mean sleep? Everyone telling me to sleep, bro. I just woke up. I just woke up at 4 a.m. just for this. You think I'm going to set an alarm? You guys think I'm going to set an alarm for 4 a.m.? 4 a.m. just to go to sleep after I wake up? Stop. Stop it.
For the amount of time that they were fighting, the sustain was whittling down. And Echo was like, okay, let's just prolong the fight because we're still, removing the HPs from Blacklist. As long as they cannot fight, as long as they don't damage, we're okay.
It seems like this grand finals is going to be a clinic, a seminar, a workshop on creative MLBB, hosted by the House of Highlights and the Kingdom of Black. It seems like they're both going to one-up each other game after game after game. Like, no, check this out. Check this out.
So there goes the,
no, check this out. No, check this out.
What's next?
Coffee. We're already working in, almost done with our first cup, and it is a strong cup, ladies and gentlemen.
I know Haji can play it. Wise can play it. Oh, my Venus can play it.
Did play
like,
one,
listen, if Coffee can make me go,
in one of the live streams.
Him and I used to both be on the top 10.
it's a fucking strong cup because I drink some strong coffee.
Facts.
No cap.
Like my regular cup of coffee is a hitter.
This is going to be a series where possibly, let's say we do go.
Put some hair on your chin. People wonder how I get the beard. It's from the coffee, guys. It's from the coffee.
Those unplanned picks or surprises.
Before we look forward, let's look back. We have our analyst, Renmo Santa Cruz, Reptar.
And Section Junior.
What exactly happened in game 2.
TREX high. See you in Vegas. See you in Vegas. Where are you gonna be there? You gonna be there? In Section Junior, aren't you? Are you Joy Baj? Or I'm sorry if you're not. Sweaty Beatrix, what are you gonna leave for? What's up, bro?
Bonding experience, or actually in this case, yung ultimate bonding experience, kasi nag-estes marami sila, ay ang pwede natin tawagan na ultimate sunog. Nakalimutan ko na yung isang letra eh. Basta ang daming burn magic damage. Sige, lapasan nga natin yung items.
Blacklist, no damage output. Yeah.
Ng Echo para sa laban. Now, Valier. Let's talk about the Valier. And a quick reminder kung ano nga yung passive ability ng Valier.
Bro, the man didn't even build tank, really.
Higher HP targets. Maganda yun sa high healing and sustained.
The man didn't even build
lineup
tank.
Na dinala ng Blacklist International with the Faramis and Estes combo. Added with that, yung ginawa ng Blacklist International, kaya nga nag-overload sila ng sprint ay dahil ang dami nilang kailangan iwasan sa paa nila. Yung mga shadow energy glooms, yung mga mina ng Echo, ng Lilia, and of course, the constant magic damage for the Valier. And of course, kahit ang daming healing ng Blacklist International,
they might only have him as analyst for both deaths right now. That could be the
magic damage coming out of the
reason why.
And the Lilia combination. And if you look at the core idea of the side of Echo, yes, it's poke magic damage para makontrolado mo yung ube, para ma-disrupt mo yung formation ng ube so that they'll continue taking damage. So, additionally, pwede mo bigyan ng space si Benny Cutie to just come in with the Blazing Duet to finish things off. It's a unique idea, but not the first time we've seen it before. The Valier Roamer pick calls back to players in MPL PH history such as Baloyski, who would play a Valier Roamer pick. Now, tignan natin yung items ni Sanji.
Kamusta po? Kamusta, Martin?
Sila talaga
Musta
yung
pa kayo?
ng idea na to para tapatan yung ube strat ng Blacklist International.
Magandang hapon. Magandang hapon.
At ito pa, usually, one of the first 3 damage items ng isang Lilia ay ang Genius One. Pero glowing one.
Magandang umaga.
Ni Sanji to continue that theme of
Magandang gabi.
magic damage. And with 2 Ice Queen wands, inherent slows na meron ang isang Valier, sobrang kontrolado ng Echo yung mga team fights against Blacklist International because Blacklist is...
Shout out to your live stream. Thank you, Yami. Thank you.
Damage. Now, ano yung silver lining dito ng Blacklist? Of course, it would be the Irithel.
Ayo.
Of Echo, pag naiwasan ng Blacklist International ang mga abilities nila Sanji at Yawi, meron silang Irithel with a sprint,
Salamat po.
the damage, and of course,
Salamat.
able to freely avoid all of the damage and control abilities that Echo can dish out. Yung isang crowd control ability na meron ng Echo para ma-focus nila si Oheb actually is
Hapon.
the
Okay, hapon.
of the Barats, which is easily avoidable para sa isang Irithel. Kaya yun yung hinihintay ng Black.
What region do you think?
One little error
I don't.
by Echo
I don't think any region dictates the meta. So like,
played like a mage. But Blacklist
one thing I can say, let me turn this down, right? Like, I think we're at a point where like there's no exact region that like when you say the word dictates the meta, right? To me, it sounds like you're saying like this is the region that like picks things is always ahead of everyone else. And like, listen, right now, Philippines looks like the strongest region, but I still don't think they dictate the meta, right? I don't think that they like everyone's just copying what they're doing. I don't believe that. One of the, like, I think, like, North America, for example, I think like we're like last year we were definitely like behind. Like it would be like a month or 2 until we were like up to what everyone else was doing sometimes. This time, like right now, I think we're us, Indonesia, Philippines, like when a new patch hits, we have great minds right now, just like the Philippines does, that are like immediately on to new ideas. And because like, all right, so like there's not a lot of room in Mobile Legends for like really like the meta's not huge, right? It's maybe like whatever the meta is currently, it's like maybe like 5 heroes for each role. That's like considered meta, right? Like 5 or 6 heroes in each role. Now, if it was something like maybe like Dota or League where like there's a bit more room for bending the rules, then you could say like, all right, this region dictate. If there was like 15 heroes right now in the meta for each role, then it would be like, all right, but like PH normally sticks to these 5, right? like then, and like NA more veers towards this group of the 15, and this country veers closer to this group of the 15. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but like right now, like
by the time that Blacklist International has magic defense items na nagpapataas ng HP nila, the Valier pick, again, yung passive niya.
Exactly. Moonton decides the meta.
And yung isang passive niya na
Moonton decides the meta.
Yung marka ng ashing ay nalabas na ng Valier sa isang target. Meron pang mini explosion yun. 8% of your HP will be dealt
like
in magic.
Anyone that really knows it, like you see a patch come out, and like even the average rank player can kind of be like, oh, this hero's gonna be meta. Oh, this hero's gonna be good. Occasionally you get a pick that comes out, and what I can say also what I can say is like a lot of countries do bring in those picks. Like I think Philippines, what they do have is they have a lot of, for example, this Valier, right? For example, this Valier, that's something that you haven't seen yet, right? And really, like a Rome Valier, you really haven't seen it this season, in this year, really. And they just pulled it off very well. Maybe some other countries try it. Now, like, and at that point, because of that lead, recent patches aren't like that. It feels like they're just baiting people to thinking heroes they buffing are good when this is true. I mean, I don't know. When you get a Leslie Vamp, you just kind of have to know. You get a Vamp on Leslie, and you're like, everyone's like, oh yeah, this hero's like, I think most people know, like, that's still not good, or like, oh, this hero getting revamped, oh, it's still not good. This hero getting buffed, like, listen, that hero's never gonna be good.
MPL Philippines Season 10. I wonder what's gonna happen next. There's still so many picks available and that have been teased over the weeks that we can potentially.
The Valier was a situational pick, yes. I think what Philippines is, and there's actually the correct words, right? I think what Philippines is amazing at is making situational picks like that work. Like a lot of times you'll see teams in NA get a little spicy like that, as I like to put it, get a little like, whoa.
Honestly, this is the best way.
And they lose for that. They're not able to pull it off. To whereas like in Philippines, when they get a little crazy sometimes, teams, they make it work. Like if a team in NA, like let's say like the Simpsons pulled out, like let's say like this never happened, what we just saw, and like the Simpsons or the Valley or someone like pulled out a pick like that and then lost with it, everyone would think they were a complete joke for picking up that Valier. And you're risking a lot, right? But Philippines is good at like pulling those off picks off. What time is it right now? It's like it's 5 a.m.
Imagine all of the other MPL regions and all the MLBB fans all over the world watching our grand finals right now, seeing the crowd, seeing the gameplay, seeing the festivities, and thinking, is that the new status quo? Can we expect a roamer?
So in 30 minutes, MPL ID playoff starts.
Right now, they're like, take notes. You're doing this in PH.
Is it okay to leave out the Valentina? They can play it in the jungle, apparently.
I mean, if anything, it makes things more risky because now it's like, well, you leave it open.
28-minute counter on that.
Yeah, I mean, for Indonesia, they've been dealing with jungle.
The NACT Grand Finals is on the 30th. It's in 7 days. Holy shit, I'm going to be in Vegas in 4 days, guys. 4 days. I'll be on my way to the airport this Thursday. 4 days, I'll be like around 5 a.m. this time, I'll be driving to the airport. Or catching an Uber to the airport.
If you can play it, they also do, but they do it in a different way. And now Blacklist International is just dealt with the hand that they haven't really faced yet.
How do you guys like the new room?
Being forced into a corner here because this is the first time, I believe, in Season 10 wherein their enemy somebody from way back Season 7. We haven't seen anybody else.
We're set up, bro.
What Echo did to Blacklist.
And it's a
Finally got my lighting set up nice. I really like that orange color, which I never used this color on these lights where I used to be at. But now that I have like, I got these like 4 clip lamps that are like coming down. And it's like enough to, you can actually like see it, right?
It's like going back.
Ooh, all the colors look good nowadays.
But oh boy, what a time it is to be Maracina and this handsome man. She's
Yellow doesn't really look that good. Red looks good.
there.
Yep, to be
Green looks really good. Blue looks good. Purple looks good.
He's here. It's Renegade.
Yep. Really putting in the support for Tristan Cabrera, also known as Yawi, his previous teammate.
Am I going to Indo for M4? I don't know, bro.
Yep.
I don't know.
Honestly, I mean, the camera hasn't hit everybody yet, but there's a lot of notable people in the community that are here right now watching with us. And again, this is amazing to have because we were saying the same thing back in Season 9 where we had, you know, the offline event again for playoffs. But now this is even bigger. Right, I think it's like 10 times bigger technically. So, again, it's amazing to have this right in front of us.
And what would be amazing is if
They're actually supposed to announce the casters today.
Now Echo.
Uh-oh.
And then game 3, who's it gonna be? Blacklist on the play. They ban on the Julian, Echo.
The casters for the grand finals, they're supposed to announce them today. I can't say. I can't say whether it's me. I can't say whether it's G. I can't say whether it's private. I can't say whether it's fucking some other casters. I just can't say, bro.
Haji play the Rome role these days, unless he throws back to 20.
TREX for M4. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see, guys. Bro, if I could sit on a desk with any of them, bro. If I could sit on a desk, like a physical desk in the World Championships with... I don't know who I would want to... Mirko would definitely be great to sit with.
Matilda, Lilia sounds awesome for Echo, but if they want, they can pick up the Melissa and Farsa.
I think I would really, and I think Mirko's amazing, but I would like to sit on, like, if I had to pick like the first 2 casters I sat on a desk with, probably Leo and Naisu, just because I've known them for the longest now. I've known those 2 guys for the longest.
But we don't see them take that up, and it's going to be the Akai.
Carl, no, there's an Akai, so
Yeah,
I'm not gonna see it.
It's pretty clear.
Thoughts on Tarzan joining Gosu and saying they will be joining NASL next season? Where did they say this?
I love them as a team. Swear to God, they're amazing right now. But Yawi on the Matilda
Where?
isn't very Yawi.
Yeah.
I just have to be honest. I love you, Loverboy, but it's not very Yawi.
What if? Because the thing is, if you look into the heroes of Yawi, like the Ruby, the Katidas, it doesn't.
I've heard nothing of this.
But what if you pull out?
I believe Tarzan may have joined Gosu, but where was it stated that they would join the next season of the NASL?
In terms of catch, Jawhead is an option for Echo, but
If so, let's start up the next season. No.
Decent in this lineup. They go back.
All right. This doesn't say anything though. We don't
Leo, Mirko, TREX, yeah, that'd be hype.
exactly.
So I like that. I like the big question mark there, right? Where is that Grok going, especially what we saw yesterday? But I'm wondering too, Echo, what do they want to?
You know how many of us are going to Vegas? Do you know how many of us are going to Vegas? Just because I'm going to Vegas doesn't mean I'm casting in Vegas, guys. I'm in a group chat with like 10 people like me that are all going to Vegas. 24 hours of sleep after the stream? Yeah, I'm going to sleep right here, actually.
Possibly an Echo ban. They might do it here.
Yeah. Because the thing is, if they don't,
I've had this cough, man.
you love Yawi, but
I'm really hoping it does not stay all the way to Vegas. It's been like a week now I've had this cough.
so you ban the Estes, you might look into giving the Matilda to Blacklist, but you don't have any answers on the front.
Private Rex Naisu.
The best you have is an Akai and Valentina, which, you know, these two can, you know, that they can deal with the Barats, but you also have to worry about the Fars on the back line.
Something tells me maybe Esmeralda here. Slot 4.
Yeah, Esmeralda ban for Blacklist or pick for Echo.
A pick for Echo, I'm guessing.
Well,
if it
that
doesn't
just
happen
means
here.
that Grok is forced to play +5.
Yeah,
right?
you just lock in the Grok on Yawi. That's fine. Is it? Yeah, could be.
I don't know. I mean, I could definitely reach out to Gideon.
Echo can pull out the Karina on last
Another
phase.
switcheroo. Yeah, another switcheroo on the Grok.
So Paquito, probably for Sanford.
I think there's. That's
Please explain to me why
also the gold lane.
the Valley is not directly to M4. I mean, the Simpsons lost and Vendetta dropped out.
I mean,
Simpsons are third place. Second place got DQ'd,
Still a secret. It's still a secret, dude.
meaning
Play Melissa into a
the runner-ups happen. It'd be the, all right. So like,
Blacklist.
let's say, let's just say the Valley won, right? Wins the whole tournament. If for any reason the Valley drops out, runner-ups take their place. That's how it works, right? That's why you have a second and a third and a fourth and a fifth and a sixth place. Let's say all first, second, and third, all of them got locked in a hole somewhere. You'd have to go find fourth place.
Lapu Lapu would be a great swerve pick, right? But again, I just got to say, Blacklist International, we've seen this before.
Echo gets the Valentina.
Here, not only that, but also just having the damage front loaded.
This is money. Blacklist lineup is money. Just again, by giving over the Esmeralda, there's nothing to answer the Matilda. You're giving shields, and there's nobody to eat away from you. But
Told you.
Midnight! Robert Neo de Guzman! You know him. Yowi's your boy. There it is, the lover boy.
Oh, the jawhead.
Jawhead against the Matilda. This is an old matchup. Even if you try to save the guy, you're still just recovering from the range that you've thrown him in. So I think that is, that's the thing of beauty here for Echo is that they have a lot of catch, they have a lot of disengage, and there's a lot of ways for you to protect the Melissa.
Man, Leo, if you guys, I know you guys can't see Leo right now. He is rejoicing.
We need an ASL season 4.
Say the iconic words of
Hello, guys.
for this matchup.
Not me. Not me. Not me, dude.
That was not Leo.
Renmar's nearby.
Yeah, that's a different dude.
I'm gonna call him over, give him my mic, and just
Give
do
him
it.
your mic.
For those who are wondering, it's never Leo
It's
that is
never
doing
been
the
me.
caca sound. It's a sound bite.
Yes. On the world stage, it's Wolf. But here, it's Renmar for sure. Nice to stop. All right, so back into the action here. A little bit of old and a little bit of new.
This time around, it's the giant.
It's a chess match.
All right, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, and one of the pieces don't match the rest because this giant is coming.
Let's go.
Season 7.
Man, I'm happy to see Jawhead back on the table too, and this should work
Jungle.
really well for what
It's not Jungle Jaw. I thought it was Jungle Jawhead for a second.
You can fly away.
Look at the way the Jawhead starts the red buff while Carl Teasy's working on the blue. And Carl Teasy's going to rotate up, and it's going to give him just a little bit of speed moving through this jungle, right?
Historically, I was gonna say
It's a good play.
This was the most banned,
Jawhead leaves now. He helps with he starts the orange, brings it down to about 20%, and then leaves.
Again, he's
And
one of the top 3 dudes when you say the words TikTok play. Who is it? Yowie, and then possibly Light,
Renegade.
and then Renegade.
Renegade, the hitman, who's here with us, and
Mere inches away.
fanboying,
Smiles.
Leo
Smiles at Leo.
fanboying.
Back into the action.
Back into the action we go. Oheb, quite low here. Benny Cutie might be looking to make a play. Can't get it though. So already pushing Oheb out of the lane. And here we go. This is what we expect, right? Yowie to be in the jungle.
Oh, Carl takes the blue buff.
Able to secure it.
It was taken.
Grand Theft Purple.
Grand Theft Purple.
So that gives him
Grand Theft. Leo, bro.
has to go and look for anything he can, but
He said Grand Theft Purple.
Gonna be able to get away as well.
Again,
Bro.
the answer coming out from Echo. It's
Echo, bro.
with the tosses.
Echo.
And Blacklist International, again, they don't have any answer to this because even if you do have this, the guiding win, it's just recovering the distance that Yowie has been making. It's just the disparity between initiation.
Has Into officially started?
Just frontline for you, and he is already a threat enough for Blacklist.
No, there's still 17 minutes, bro. What do you mean, which one?
The tempo of game 2, and now
A lot of damage.
Have to use that flicker, but meanwhile, the turtle was going to be worked on.
Carl TC does still have heavy spin.
Along with Wise, they're gonna
But Wise also has what's it called? Oh, nice take.
Carl TZ able to secure
That
it,
was
and they get
fucking
locked down.
clean.
That's first blood going to the hands of Sanji.
Such such a nasty wild charge coming out from Sanford.
On the bottom side. That looked like that was just a couple minutes ago.
In the vernacular. And literally
Good night, bro. Can't hold it anymore. I'm sorry. It's a good night.
That's the Dungle, and now Sanji, though.
Oh, what was that, bro? Why were you standing there, Sanji?
I missed the Kaka sound, Leo, but I love the fact that Blacklist pulled that combo off in the mid lane against Sanji. You do not give him any time to recover those HPs back.
I'm voting for, bro, the purple lights are on. I'm voting for Echo.
He is hunting right now.
If I had black lights, I'd be...
You cannot discount the fact that those
Yep.
If I had black lights, I'd be voting for Blacklist, but I guess I could turn all the lights off.
Have any firepower to deal with the joint right now? No,
Oheb not going to be able to escape that one, even with Oh My Venus trying to get that guiding wind off.
Sanji.
Sanji just waiting there
Looking at
patiently.
it.
He got it.
Got the feathered airstrike. Going to commit it, but ultimately Blacklist International, they're going to back
Ugh.
up here. But this is, again, a good moment for Benny Cutie.
Venus knows.
Yeah. That should not be an engagement.
no,
It's a 3v2. That's 3v2.
Yawi still there. Not able to get the injector off.
Yep.
But look at all that gold going to the hands of Benny Cutie right now. As they keep Oh My Venus and Oheb back, even poking them.
That is a lot, bro. That is a lot.
Still here, Jawhead. Although he missed the ejector earlier on, this is insane gold lane pressure over the Beatrix. Blacklist.
30-minute break,
They have
Des?
to deal with this because, you know, Benny
30-minute
Cutie is
break?
gonna pull out of this lane with so much gold.
Midnight. Yawi hasn't left that lane. He stayed in that bush for so long.
He's still there.
He doesn't mind dying here because he's a Jawhead, you know. He doesn't buy physical attack damage. What he is in this game is a throwing machine.
It's ride or die with his gold laner down there, much like he is with Jen in real life. This is amazing.
My goodness, he does love Benny Cutie.
I slept for 2 hours, for 3 hours. 2 or 3 hours.
Which is going to become a problem later on once the item starts popping out.
Sanford gonna get
Wise
gobbled
takes
up.
turtle this time.
Secured by Wise, and there's the heavy spin. Sanford survives. There's the feathered airstrike coming down.
Wow.
Ooh, Sanji.
Coming out from Sanji.
Midnight, correct me if I'm wrong. The fact that the heavy spin did not affect Wise was because of the cleanse you get with a detoness welcome.
Yep. He's
Yes.
immune during that time where he hits people and throwing it to the stone. Yeah.
How tried?
That first item pickup coming out from Sanford.
Yep. See how
It's one of the reasons why the Barats do, and I've said this, it's one of the reasons why the Barats can deal with the Akai, right?
Oh my Venus, thrown by Yawi.
Injector play coming out. Carl Teasy, Sanji a little bit late. They might still try to commit.
Because you hit that detonate, like, it's why you can, like, challenge. It's not like it's like a full-on counter, I would say. But it makes it so you can actually fight for those objectives.
They always have to worry about where is Yawi. That injector is going to be crucial here. Sanji backs off for now.
Top lane though, this is where, you know, start seeing the effects of the Sea Halberd, but Edward is still sustaining up against the ground. So I don't think the item was much of a worth a purchase.
Not yet.
For Sanford, but it does.
We missed that one.
Venus.
Off-camera kill coming out. Able to grab it. Feathered airstrike coming down to Echo. Just continuing to find these picks across the map.
Oheb's on a Beatrix, bro.
Again, this is how Echo wins. You have to play to their tempo, and boy, oh boy, do they want to fight. Time they cooldowns are off, cooldowns are on. It doesn't matter.
Yep. And Jawhead is all over the place here against Blacklist International. It's hard for them to find any form of resource that can be farmed by either Wise or Oheb on the map, because Jawhead is always in the mid lane and the bottom lane. Edward is left on the top lane, and now the Sea Halberd takes into effect as the regeneration and sustain was not enough for the Esmeralda.
Not only that, high and dry too, and just Edward being there all alone, able to grab that kill, and now the fight for the turtle. Blacklist International down 2 members here. The numbers aren't for them. Here comes the heavy spin. Wise is going to be locked down, but Carl Teasy takes quite a damage and able to get the retribution off just like that.
Immaculate shot calling. They knew that they just wanted the objective.
Yep.
Use the Kai Yin Barats Ballman. Easy turtle.
And then we walk out. Echo just wants to make this lead massive in the late game so that they output enough damage for them to be able to take out the tanky frontliners on the side of Blacklist International.
I mean, that's what's happening here. Echo, the key to their success in this 7-minute game is it doesn't matter how much peel you have if we can burst you down fast enough.
Yep. So it's just about Echo, you know, putting out the pressure on the map and making sure that they get all the
It's 2 towers down.
need, especially on Benecutie. Benecutie will play a huge part here for Echo in terms of dealing damage onto the barracks. So I feel like it is Echo's time still.
Uh-oh.
They're not.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Edward could be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
You can't escape that one. Sanji on a killing spree.
This is a best of 7.
Have anything to say about it? It looks like not. But Carl Teasy also now in Wise's purple buff. Does he want to? Okay. He got it again.
Carl Teasy
Bro.
on 2 counts of Grand Theft Purple. So
This could be GG's, honestly.
Zero had no backup.
This could be GG's, honestly.
He is
dodging everything.
as I like to call it, Sanji's moving and grooving, man. He is not getting hit by any feathered airstrike. Yawi using the conceal. Again, the amount of pressure when you have a Jawhead across from you is massive. Benecutie working on that turret, not going to be able to get it just yet. But hey, Benecutie's having a heck of a time, right? He's just in vacation
Well,
mode.
both teams are going to M4. Philippines gets 2 slots.
All his teammates has moved all across the map.
Well, once again, Yawi goes in. He's going to have to be careful here. Oh, my Venus as well, using the ultimate, so they just back off for now.
Yeah, there's so many backup.
Is this old?
To the point where Blacklist, even if they find the
No, this is literally live right now.
just there. Ooh, better just strike.
They did qualify already. Both teams get a slot, but the thing is you know that both teams are going because once you have first and second place in the finals, you know. But they still have to finish the finals because MPL has its own prize pool. It's a league, but they always take first and second place. So once a team secures into the finals, you know that they're going to M4. But because they get 2 slots, that's why. If they only had 1 slot, then only the winner of this would go.
Looks like Echo's just gonna go back to base, heal up for a little bit.
Omega is disqualified? No, they just lost, bro. They lost first round. Very sadly, right? It was first round?
Finally, but still no one going down. They're gonna go ahead and continue on the Lord here. Sanford, they gotta be careful. Wise, look at that. The vision here being provided. Sanford waiting patiently. The turret finally goes down the mid lane. Can a Blacklist International get the position they need? Edward comes in. Sanford, though, finding Oheb. Gonna push him back. Lord is secured by Wise as he falls.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Across the board for now. Can Echo come out on top of it? But Blacklist International grabbing the Lord here.
Oh, no.
Fene has a league system. Will they have 2 slots? I don't know.
With the flicker and used the wild charge, but he messed up. He was not able to press the power of nature, and Oheb was able to get away. Now, if he committed the wild
Latam has 2 slots.
Carl Teasy would have gotten the Lord, but because of that, because of Sanford's target selection, Wise was able to inject
Crazy.
retribution onto the
In a
Lord.
sense, if you really think about it, Latin America has 3 slots because you have Brazil, which gets a slot, MPL Brazil, which is in Latin America. And then you have Latam, which is Latin America as well, that has a league going on right now, and they get 2 slots. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Edward goes down.
And he's taken down.
Wise is such a raid boss. Still standing in the front line, but
Who's your bet on M4 champion? America? What do you mean? Here's the thing, so like, like for M4, I will probably not do a prediction bracket because I want to see North America win. So I would be very biased.
yeah, it looked really, really good for Echo, but again, the range advantage comes out for the side of Blacklist International. If
As I said, Latam is Latin America.
like that, Haji is free to rain on the feathered airstrike onto Echo, but even though Echo was the one dictating that.
You were hoping to see the Valley of Vendetta? Honestly, I was hoping to see the Simpsons, the Valley Simpsons, so I'm really happy with how things went.
And right now, I mean, even given the kill lead that Echo has, a lot of those picks that they had early on, I mean, Blacklist is
I think the Simpsons deserve it.
that goal lead from going out of control, right?
I think if they had Damien
with this little bit of an advantage that you have.
I think if they had Damien, they would have beat Vendetta.
That next Lord comes up, and that's why they're pressing so hard on this mid side. Carl Teasy going to be able to find Wise as Wise falls. Haji with the feathered airstrike here, but they're down their jungler. 30 seconds till the Lord comes up. Wise will be out just in time, but this should be a turret for Echo. They gotta be careful. Sanford goes in with the wild.
Latam has more orgs. That's another reason why Latam has more teams that are like sponsored. We have 0 orgs.
Charges in. The Kaka comes out. Oh my Venus trying to buy time. Gonna fall here along with Haji plus the turret. The Echo Express is here.
Now that's nasty. Echo served up the House of Highlights on Blacklist grounds, and now they're converting into a Luminous Lord.
It was a continuous highlights put in by Echo. All of them. Carl Teasy found the angle against Wise. He used retribution.
Also, Russia didn't go this year.
Sanford with the flicker in to take out the most.
Like Russia, like Navi or whatever, and the like where they didn't go, so.
I mean, two-shotted because it's two skills. So two-shotted by the Grok, and it's
So that opened up a slot for
the highlights against Blacklist.
Sanford did more than redeem himself from his error in that last Lord fight. I mean, he came in, hit a dungol on 2 dudes, and then clapped him with the power of nature, and now you see the effects of that Blade of Despair.
Yeah.
Man, I wish people could see the visualization of a Dungol. Now Carl Teasy coming in on the Wise once again. Can they find the kill here? The damage comes out. Benny Cutie able to get that one. And now Edward going to be the next focus. The guiding wind is there to help out. Lord going to be charging up here into the bottom side. Feathered airstrike to drive them back. They do get the turret here. And Echo going to call it back for now.
This is how you want to fight for Echo. It's on your own terms.
We don't wear masks anymore, bro.
On to Wise. They did not expect that at all. Even if you have guiding wind.
Yowie goes in.
Oh.
Deleted off the map.
It's the Prince. They got the Prince.
Echo again.
Bro, Jawhead coming back. Jawhead coming back.
Carl Teasy might be looking for a target himself. They're going to drive them off this top side turret. The turret
Echo takes game 3. I don't think there's anything Blacklist can do about this.
They're still going. Wise now in a bad position.
Uh-oh, Carl Teasy does go down.
Flips him over with the injector. They're going to chase him down, but they're in trouble. Echo.
Oh, bro. Sanji.
Blacklist fall though, and it's Benny Cutie that gets punished by Edward. But look at the base of Blacklist International, and it's Yowie trying to keep Edward away. Sanford working on the base.
GG's.
No, it is. There you go, Echo.
GG's.
Game 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7. How many more games this might take? What I'm for sure of is
GG's.
finals matchup. Echo propelling on forward in the lead, 2-1.
I just have to say,
GG's.
Sanford played an almost perfect
2-1. 2-1.
That one mistake that he made against Ohib, that last team fight was what broke the base of Blacklist. And have you ever seen a Grok hitting the enemy base?
my goodness, to end the game there. Literally.
One-man demolition team. One-man demolition team. Literally just swinging away at the base. I've never been so afraid for my life. I'm happy I wasn't playing.
I don't think he died at all, right?
He didn't. Never died.
Sanford more than made up.
Monster.
Yeah. For you know, the time that he had a trouble in that game, there, I don't even know what his NKDA was, but still, to be able to knock down the crystal there at the end.
What I'm looking forward to is damage dealt.
Yeah.
I think it was 5-0.
John De La Cruz, wait, is this TREX?
But I'm pretty sure it's high damage dealing Grok in this game. But also I want to point out Yowie on that last base push done by Echo. Fantastic engagements. He tried twice with the ejector. Both failed. He was like, okay, it doesn't work if I just walk. What about flicker?
Yeah, no. Loverboy found the perfect target in that engagement in mid under tier 3. He found
No, it's private.
I wasn't even done explaining. I now forgot what
Lol.
I was talking about earlier, but I was just surprised as to how fast that that engagement was, because the the jaw just jumped in and boop.
Why do I sound so different? What do you mean?
That's an actual reenactment right there.
know, like the joy was just there, and then here was like, poop.
I mean, even Oheb wasn't ready for sure.
Yeah,
What do you think will win, RQ or Onyx?
alive.
I don't know,
You
man.
don't have much of an option at that point. You're just
I don't know. I really wanted Aura to make it to finals, I'm not going to lie. After seeing them get to third place, I wanted to see Aura.
Yeah, I mean, V, at that point when she saw Oheb got by Yao, he's like, no, if he dies, he dies.
RQ Onyx, it's like
You know, there's no living. You know, there's no living with that.
That's it.
your voice is deeper.
Good luck on the research.
I don't know.
That's all it was.
It's kind of.
I think you're confusing me maybe with Private.
Technically,
Maybe you
Echo,
mixed us
they-
up.
For the majority of this game, I feel like they just controlled it, but still, they brought some new things to the table, and it worked for them.
Let's see how these worked out. Let's get to the nitty-gritty, the details. We're going to throw over to our analyst. It's Renmar Santa Cruz breaking down game number 3. Reptar, get to it. Talk to us.
Back.
Well, ito yung storya. Balikan natin yung key to victory number 3 for both teams. Dynamic drafting that calls back to the history of
This voice is better than your casting voice. I'm also a little like, I have like some sickness. It's also 6 a.m. right now, so.
Effective, then do it. That's exactly what Echo did for this game, bringing back the Jawhead into the roam. Not the first time na nakita natin yan this season. And of course, the Grok XP lane that we saw them use yesterday against their opponents. Now, let's talk about that Grok XP lane. Bakit crucial? Remember, yung ancestral gift, actually no, not ancestral gift, Earthen Force. Earthen Force passive ng isang Grok, kung saan tumataas ang physical defense ng Grok when you build it with physical attack. We've talked about that nung na-adjust.
How different does my voice sound now? Because I just turned off my compressor, my level.
Let's bring that back.
This is how I normally cast. I don't know if there was a huge difference between what I just did and what I did now.
Ng laban ng Echo with so many crowd control effects. Balikan natin ang MPL Philippines Season 8. There were 2 heroes that Blacklist International constantly banned in those days, in that era of the meta, Jawhead at Selena. Now, Echo bringing back the Jawhead.
You should cast at 6 and be sick for NA Grand Finals. Not gonna lie. Bro, this is literally how I talk all the time. I don't think there's any difference.
Ng Grok with the wild charge. At sa sobrang daming crowd control effects ng Echo that it just doesn't, not only does it give you multiple options para maka-initiate ng laban, meron ka ding parang...
Oh no, did I break it? What did I do?
Enter the fight. Parang
Oh shit.
na ginagamit yung mga crowd control effects ng Echo. Kung si Carl TZ nag-initiate, gabi na heavy spin niya, maglalaban yung Blacklist, maglaban yung Echo. Next thing you know, Sanford can come.
Is it better now? Is it better now?
Yawi can come in with a late and clutch.
No, I accidentally opened up my pedal board twice.
So yun yung idea at philosophy ng Echo dun sa draft. Mag-layer kayo ng crowd control effects with great amounts of damage as well. Kung tignan mo yung lineup ng Echo, yung Valentina nga lang yung source of magic damage nila. And because of how Echo rotated in the early game, having a Jawhead, kahit Barat yung player mo, of course, as Blacklist International, kailangan mo din mag-respond sa mga invade attempts ng Echo. Kaya,
There we go. There we go. It's better now.
International to rotate to the gold lane para mas tulungan pa si Oheb against Benny Cutie.
There we go. It should be better now.
Game in the gold lane. Actually, he's the rich guy, 771 gold per minute. Just goes to show here, usually yung nakita natin yung rich guy, it's either going to be the gold lane or the jungler. Pero 771 gold per minute isn't that high. That's because Carl TZ was busy as
This is what I get for complimenting you.
a secondary tank option at saka initiate para kay Sanji, para sa
You like my voice? Whoa, 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 whoa. How about now?
Nakakuha dito ng rich guy status natin for this game. And if Benny Cutie wasn't able to win that gold lane, if he didn't give a good fight to Oheb there, yung mga efforts ng Echo sa mga ginagawa nila sa gitnang parte ng mapa, sa pag-pressure din sa lane ni Edward dun sa may XP lane with great laning as well from Sanford, making it work against that Esmeralda. Then yung mga efforts ng Echo,
Bro, why would they stream both at the same time?
closer game at baka yung Blacklist pa nga yung lumamang sa mga mid-game part.
Why would they
ng
do
laban
this?
natin. But with Echo getting most of the objectives, although Blacklist International, nakahanap sila ng magandang opportunity for a swing back. Yung unang Lord ng game, sila ang nakakuha. Dahil lumalaban doon ng Echo, just before Wise went down.
Way more people. Who was saying there was going to be more people watching in Indo? There's way more people watching the Filipinos.
Potential ng Blacklist International. But
The English desk is 40K watching right now.
Lineup as well. Again, kahit kayong Grok nagbe-build ng damage items yan.
What a I'm sorry.
Yung physical defense niya.
I'm sorry, but that was just a bad idea by them to have both on the same exact day at the same exact time. They're fighting each other for views, bro.
Kita mo naman, medyo mahaba nga din yung mga team fights natin. Kaya nga, doon nakita natin yung multiple crowd control abilities na meron ng Echo na sobrang ganda. Another MVP game para kay Yawi on the side of Echo. A perfect game on the jawhead. Napakita ng Echo, yun nga, ang kailangan mo gawin pag kalaban mo ang Blacklist International at yun din ang ginawa.
What, the game won't happen for another 3 hours?
Philippines, run back some old drafting styles. Bring back some
They have like the ceremony and stuff.
Match the old way with the new way, and then Yahweh gets the MVP.
The old way with the new way, and then Yahweh gets the game. So clean.
Layering of crowd control abilities para sa Echo and great team fighting as well. Kitang-kita mo talaga sa series na to na nire-respeto talaga ng sobra ng Echo yung team fighting.
I'm kind of tired, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up to watch Indo as well.
Potential counter punish the turnaround play. Oheb still having a very great game, being able to keep himself alive.
My tummy kind of hurts, guys.
Alam niya, okay, at some point in the game, ako yung maasahan sa damage department, and of course, Blacklist International with their FAR. So they have a good amount, they have a fair amount of damage as well. But against a lineup that has something like the Jawhead and things like that, yun nga, yung formation mo ay mas-split talaga kung ikaw yung Blacklist International. Kaya nga yung isa din yun sa mga keys to victory ng Echo. Kailangan meron silang mga picks na magaling mag-split ng formation ng Blacklist International, diving and disruptive heroes. Pero ginawa naman sa Echo sa laro na to, nag-overload naman sila doon. They overloaded with diving and disruption. Kita mo, sa first 5 minutes of the game, Yawi was actually quite everywhere in the map. A good amount of it was spent helping out in the jungle for
Bro, what are you talking about? I'm looking at it right now.
So it was a good call for Blacklist na okay, hindi
The Indo stream has 24,000 people watching, not 150.
Ng early game, kailangan tapatin natin yon kahit onte. But with great positioning from Yawi, and we also have to mention Sanji here on the Valentina.
Filipino stream has 47,000. Maybe we're just
International. And as we go back
looking at the wrong thing.
Everything na mention natin dito sa analyst segment so far, makikita natin. Hindi nag-initiate doon. Actually, technically, si Sanji dahil sa feathered airstrike, pero
bro, come on. Isn't that Butters? Don't hate on Butters like that, bro. So why is he built like the Jawhead?
Now for the side of Blacklist,
stop, bro.
Of course, you saw them
stop it.
With a lot of sustainability. Kung hindi makuha ng Echo yung mga key targets sa Blacklist, if ever Benny Cutie and Sanji falls down early, kung hindi nila mahuli si Oheb, then doon mahirapan naman ang Echo. But Echo, alam nila ano yung kailangan nila gawin sa lineup nila. Just make sure you conserve your abilities. Conserve mo yung crowd control mo para makuha mo yung mga key target katulad nun, just committing the ultimate there to Oheb. And of course, to the young man, Sanford, a great call to just focus on the base. Again, yung si Halberd nga yung first item ng Grok. So of course, meron na siyang attack speed. Saktong-sakto.
Oh, there it is. You're right. 160,000 people watching. That's the only thing about Mobile Legends, bro. Is there's so many channels streaming it, bro. You're right. You're right, sir. You're right. I admit when I'm wrong.
It's the grand finals, and we're heading on over to the next game. So let's go back to the casters.
And so far, that's 2 MVP nods awarded by our analyst Rep.
Have a
Onto the lover boy, Yowie.
smoke a whole pack of cigarettes before, so you get kind of that raspy, bruh. I'll be like, in comes Blacklist, blah, 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 blah. In comes the Valley. Blah, 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 blah. Boy, what's up? Welcome to the show.
And the thing is, the last game that Echo won, I mean, it wasn't as sideways of a curveball to win the game, I would say. You know, it was the jawhead pick. Yeah.
Well, before we continue talking about the matchup, we would like to say congratulations to Ant EJ. Ant EJ, you win an MLBB Legendary Galaxy chest. I believe we have a replica of said chest here. And Ant,
this is bad boy right here.
You're getting this.
What? I need that.
Just now.
Yeah, no, I mean, you will get yours soon.
Football.
In it is the Samsung A53 5G. I'm not sure if it's the same color as I'm holding here.
I should have signed up for that bad boy.
For some awesome games as well. Something to keep you hydrated.
TREX for M4.
There you go.
Tumbler. Samsung Tumbler, fam.
Live volume is too low, bro. You're too low.
Hydrated. Congratulations, Aunt EJ.
There you go.
Again, join the Samsung prediction promo. We've been telling you for weeks on end, now months.
Yeah,
and here
months.
we have a winner. Midnight, your thoughts on the next matchup? It's 1-2 here, 2 minutes to the draft.
I think right now for Blacklist, you start looking into protecting Edward's hero pool, and also
I'm
his
gonna
matchup.
trim.
For the past
I'm not
few
gonna
games,
complete. I'm not
aside from
gonna
the fact
completely
that
shave, but I'm
Echo
gonna
has been
trim. Yeah.
overloading Blacklist
I'm gonna for I have a haircut and a whole thing planned for
Edward
Wednesday.
has been really punished all throughout this series, even with even with the Esmeralda. We've seen Echo just pull ahead by just shutting down
So I can get to Vegas looking clean.
Yeah, and it's again going back on it. I'm wondering, you know, what
WTF,
does Blacklist
man?
do here? Because you had
What?
your surprises. The last game, I would say it was very similar to what we've seen in the past from them. So maybe again, this is a whole series of where it might.
Speaking
be
of Mirko,
almost
how come he only
necessary
casted
to
once?
Pull out those pocket
Because
picks,
North
and
American
I'm sure
casters
they're
need
still
jobs
there.
too, bro.
So that's the thing, though. But as you get further into the series, that risk becomes
Because
even
North
bigger and
American
heavier for the
casters
team.
need jobs
Well,
too, sir.
Going back to old habits may be bad because, again,
He's
it's
got a
proven now that
casting
Echo
job
solved
in
the
Indonesia.
case code.
I love Mirko, I love
Going
Leo,
back
I
to
love
trying to
Naisu,
solve for
but
Edward's
in the
hero
end,
pool,
I
think
personally
going
want to
into the
see
draft, maybe save for the fact that we didn't know that the
NA
draft was
tournaments
gonna
have
go the XP
full
lane.
rosters
Edward had a
of
great pick.
casters.
Maybe
And occasional guests here and there, no problem. But like, let's put it this way: if like Mirko had 3 casting days in the NACT, he'd have more than some other NA casters, and I'd just be like, what? Like, luckily I'm good. Like, I had 5 days. I think I had the most days this tournament out of all the other casters.
He can play the Grok, can play the Esmeralda, can play the Derod, and for all we know, he does play good Fredrin.
Sanford is today's X Factor.
Who's going to represent M4 and NA? You can figure out on the 30th of this month on the Mobile Legends North America channel.
Even if you try and solve Sanford, you still have Sanji to worry about, and also Yowie's hero pool. Like, the amount of initiators on their side is just insane. If you ban the Grok, ban the Cho, ban the Atlas, it's still a jawhead.
Yeah, it's, I mean,
Reclaim the crown.
Again, we were earlier after game 1, we were talking about how deep that hero pool goes for Black.
Bro, the volume's too high, the volume's too low, the volume's too high, the volume's too low. Yato in the house.
It's again coming down
Yato.
to how much risk do we want to take, or do we go back to those comfort picks? But now we're going to be jumping into the draft.
We're approaching the point of no return. Once one of these teams go into match point, the margin of error that's allowed you just shrinks to 0. Game 3 was Echo's. Game 4 this time around, Echo on the play, Blacklist answering back. They're taking their
What are
time
the
here.
Simpsons'
Blacklist
chance to
taking
beat the
time here
Valley?
face off with a first Bandigi.
You know what's interesting?
I think if the Simpsons can win game 1,
They've opted to go for first pick. So instead of the usual second pick,
bro, the cam is so bro. I feel like you guys are just screwing with me now. I feel like if the Simpsons win game 1, their chances really shoot up, right?
So I think there's a lot to say about not just the first pick, but about seeing the power picks.
But
on the red
honestly,
side
I think
and
it would
answering
be-
with your own two picks.
I'm
what
just
makes this
hoping
meta
that
so
the Simpsons
interesting,
win a game or
because
two.
I feel like more so than ever, there's
I
this
don't
room, there's
have
this,
huge hopes that they're going to win the
that
whole
we're-
thing.
We're not used to seeing.
I'm
so
just
much
hoping
of,
that they
right?
win a
And
game or
it
two.
makes things
2
very
games, 3
interesting for
games.
whatever team is playing, but specifically for
Bro,
a
the
team
cameras
like
are messed
Blacklist and
up.
Echo,
I'm drunk,
where,
all
like
this.
Midnight said, when you can see those
5
two
a.m. What do
picks
you
on the red
expect, bro? It's
side and your
6
blue
a.m.
side, then yeah, you can kind
I've
of.
been up
that's
since
where
4
that is
a.m.
already where the mind games
I got 2
start to
hours of
build.
sleep.
Yeah, because at this point, you don't have to worry about. Here's the reason.
John De La
behind,
Cruz, thank you for the donation. Are you casting for M4? I don't know yet. They haven't. We'll see. Hopefully, that'd be awesome.
You don't have to worry about the Faramis being
We'll see if
top.
Moonton
You don't
shoots
have
the
to worry
message.
about the Julian being first phase. You don't have to
Hashtag
worry
TREX
about
for M4.
Fanny being picked on the first pick. So it's much better for for any team to see 2 picks first before you start answering up with your own 2 picks. And also, it does give you the
But yeah,
power
I just hope
of
that the NACT
creating
Grand
the
Finals
first pick.
is at
So
least 5 or 6
kind of
games,
went
right?
back
I don't want to
to
see a
the
4-0
old,
sweep.
draft system where first pick is just much more powerful because you get to dictate the draft like this. Like you pick up the Claude, it warrants an answer from the side of Blacklist, and even if they answer
Let's
up,
drink,
you don't
TREX.
really
I
care
don't drink,
because
man.
you can counter
I
it
don't
with
drink,
your 2
so
Yep, no, it's just the nature
Ooh.
of the beast.
Wait,
This is
what?
How
They picked it into the Claude.
They picked both Akai and Faramis into the Claude.
They're onto something here. This may telegraph possibly a Rome Faramis.
Julian is open.
a
by the way.
hickey.
Faramis, Balmond.
Balmond,
Carlton
Julian,
plays a
I don't
Fanny
think
even.
so.
Huh.
Lilia, of course. There you go. Lilia is going to be answered up. Answering to the Faramis. So,
Go
Balmond.
Valir again.
No, they don't even.
Bro, the Valley is definitely
They don't
M4
need to- yeah, they don't
quality.
need to rush it, but I mean,
Yeah, you'd like to get a jungler first now.
And they do.
They go for the That's interesting. Interesting.
This is very similar to game 2.
I think you go Eve here for Blacklist. If
Very,
not.
literally almost the same picks as game 2.
Yeah.
The first half, at least.
I think you go Eve or Blacklist. Or you still go for the Esmeralda.
I think they're M4 quality.
Yeah, because it is an Esmeralda slot. Oh, there you go. It is. the
What is that?
Benedetta
What is that?
We have been talking about
Benedetta.
earlier,
Okay.
because It does not get picked up on second phase because it's always banned from the side of Echo.
Edward Scissorhands, like we called it yesterday, right? He finally gets his hands on the Benedetta.
They have
Valley
RA
versus Echo,
0,
M4
which
finals.
is, Paramour.
Now the question is, who gets Mathilda? Or
Well,
would it get banned up?
Blacklist has a first pick at it. Interestingly enough, if
Yeah,
you're
but-
if you're gonna fight for the Matilda, you get an Esmeralda on the swing back.
Okay, now this is the problem. This is why I asked the question. Blacklist needs to ban out the Valir. They can get Mathilda on their pick here, but you still get Jawhead.
I don't have a hickey,
You
yo.
still have Jawhead.
Yeah, you still have Jawhead.
Trying to look at my camera while at the same time.
There's the
Yeah,
Valir ban, by the way.
Strong picks. Yeah, no. After that, well, what next, right? Esmeralda.
Okay,
Esmeralda looks
Mathilda.
so good here.
You go Jawhead. and
Oh,
probably,
man.
yeah,
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda, as you've said.
Interesting. I mean, this in a way too. Even though we don't know what the OHEB pick's going to be just yet.
What about Phobius?
Phovius?
You got a couple. You
think next year they'll do global ban?
You got more than a couple dashes, yeah.
Because Blacklist, you either go Irithel or you go carry here, right? Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Go Jawhead Uranus. Wait, really? Uranus?
Yes, that's the thing that also raises a question mark. Why?
Maybe it's just to apply more slows. Again, it's the same idea as the Valir. Like you just walk
Yeah.
in, slow some people.
Right.
Well, I like this too. I mean, either this or the Esmeralda could have worked, but when you have that Barrett's in the jungle and then you have this Jawhead again in the Uranus, you're very well protected on all corners, right?
Yeah.
So that all comes into play, and they're
Wow.
interesting.
Wow, is this
Brody.
That win rate.
0% win rate.
Abysmal. I don't think you can get lower than that.
Negative, nah.
There's no negatives
This
here.
is so hard. Why would you Brody here, Midnight?
It's a good laner against a Claude. It's also a hero that can deal with the Bara.
On some AO
Damage
posh.
based on the number of stacks that you put it on the hero, and it also is a decent answer.
I can't.
With the for the lineup of Echo, because you do output so much damage in a small amount of time, and you can walk away. You walk while putting out damage.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And there's a lack of burst from Blacklist International, so you want to be able to walk away with
I think in total,
team fights, and then you just leave
MPL probably has more views than Dota than the International right now, probably. I know on Twitch, International was sitting like up in the hundreds, like 150.
Not only that, but if you're
but
Blacklist International, man, you need and also an answer for.
I don't know what other platforms. I know they're on YouTube and they're like
maybe the Brody pick was because
30K last
had
I
that
looked.
Flashbacks of the ending of Game 3 that we just saw.
I'm low-key
where
carrying the chat right now.
that came out from Midnight being deleted.
The boop. Well, maybe because
Pause.
Cardi just feels too slow, especially with their lineup, like the Akai, the Faramis, and also the Benedetta. You know, you kind of need a hero that can match up the pacing of these heroes.
Yeah, no, by picking up the Claude, the Barats,
Oheb really be
and the
rocking that
Godhead,
E-boy
when
cut,
they
bro.
saw the Uranus, they're like, yeah, no, it would be better to pick up the Brody. I can see it. I can see it.
You know, it falls in the same.
He needs a
archetype,
fresh
like the
fade
amount
on
of
the
damage
side,
you
bro.
deal so much DPS.
Boy, Oheb needs a fade.
The beauty of a Brody is that
Keep
the
that
more
long
time
hair.
you
They
put
gotta do
back
something,
much
bro.
more,
Who's
because
his who's
after
his
BOE
stylist?
drawer, you can get away with building up tank items like a brute force breastplate. You don't even need to buy Wind of Nature, and even Weiss did it once.
Adult dating site carrying the side.
Hey, even Carl Teasy knows he himself won a world championship off the back of said Brody.
Yeah. Tank Brody.
Yes.
No damage Brody.
Bro, I went into the internet. I was actually jumped into the Dota stream on YouTube, and it was hilarious, bro. There's a whole bunch of ML nerds talking about how ML's the best game. This is how toxic ML is. You have ML players jumping into the Dota International chat, talking about Mobile Legends and trashing Dota. Literally going to other games, tournament streams, just to talk about how Mobile Legends is better.
Games, Echo, they don't hold back at all. I
Bro,
mean,
it's not
when
even.
they're down technically, they're easily able to flip that switch and find picks off. And what more can be said, even having this jawhead here again in Yahoo?
Oh shit, they are finally into the drafting phase.
Again, quick recap.
Because I already started on this. I'm not going to leave this for Indo.
For Blacklist to be in. Look at all my Venus playing a very aggressive Matilda.
Yeah. Carl Teasy should be able to just get this. Probably going to half. Is he going to use the... Okay, yeah, he has to use that. And there you go. You can see Blacklist International making their way to the orange buff.
No retreat for the Barats, but Sanji is here, so this is going to be more difficult for Blacklist than they wanted.
Yeah, Sanford as well. So that does force a Blacklist back. So hold on. Sanford going to go down here as Agent Zero grabs the first blood.
And the agents go wild.
It's the petrify for the Benedetta, but Haji
should be fine. But that's, again, something they're going to have to watch out for, Yaoi with the Injector. So right now, already the lead for a Blacklist International. It is pretty small, though. Now Carl Teasy coming out with a Retribution. They're going to try to focus down Edward. Doesn't have that level 4 yet. Do they have enough damage to grab the kill? No, they don't, as he escapes from the 2v1.
Edward played it wonderfully. He held on. He held on for long, didn't commit the eye for an eye because he knew he needed that to get onto the tower before, Carl Teasy lands out his second skill. So wonderful mechanics coming out from Edward.
Love how he's keeping tabs and staying on top of things. He knows how important he is. Everybody knows, but I think if Edward can take care of himself more, there's a better possibility that he can carry back and get Blacklist International down.
Oh shit, I'm right here. You guys gotta remind me to move my cam. Come on, guys. Come on, chat.
The focus on the first turtle of the game. Carl Teasy going to go ahead and start it up. Wise too.
Come on, Chad. Wise.
Heavy spin going to come out here. That is going to be on the turtle.
Sanji's looking for it.
Wise quite a bit in trouble. Has the Cult Altar though. But right now, Echo taking
Bro,
the objective.
If Echo takes this game right here.
It was on the other side, and Wise knew that he just had to press it. He had no other choice. But the Cult Altar was there with my Venus, though.
Might be
With
GG's.
the injectors, nothing gonna come out of it just yet. Too.
If Echo can
Sandy
take this
still
game,
building the damage department here. So right now, I mean, you guys were talking about this earlier, right? Edward's value to this, and he finally getting his hands on this Benedetta. He's gonna be able to show it. I mean, it's been banned out. For
Echo
pretty much
takes
the whole
this game.
series. So let's see how that all plays out for this game.
I think it's GG's.
Clear waves.
I don't think Blacklist can beat them 3 in a row.
And it's also here that if you don't deal with it, he's just gonna walk away with a lot of these upward engagements going on in favor of Blacklist, because you do have to worry about team fighting here for Echo and also wave management.
Yeah, without the Brody, without OHEB, or
PH,
without
Indo,
Benedetta
Malaysia.
or
My
Edward,
top 3 strongest
the main
countries.
3 in mid,
PH,
it doesn't give them
Indo,
damage. It doesn't finish
North
them off
America.
as quickly, and then Echo just claps back.
Edward steals the crab coin.
I mean, let's just put it this way, bro. NA got second best region in M3, so
There's another injector.
can't not put us in the cup, bro. You cannot put us.
Trying to chase down. There is Wise.
If we're just gonna talk statistics, if we're just gonna talk numbers, if we're just gonna talk tournament facts,
Final blow. Looking for Sanji. Can't get the kill, but they find the
North
knockdown.
America got
Sanji
second best
does
region
go
last year.
down Under the turret. It's 2 down.
Just
for
saying.
Echo.
Here is the ultimate Uber strat.
No reason to argue about it.
Unfortunately, Benecuity was here, so they knew that the clock can just use the blazing duet to clear the minion wave. So they dispersed the Sanford.
Sanford, nowhere to go, gets pulled back into the pit and dies.
That was Al-Haji. That was Al-Haji's. Shadow Stampede kept it where he needed to be.
The timings.
This is what Blacklist was missing. They could not pull off the Ube game 2 and game 3. Now they're back in their element.
Again, we've talked about it before, the power of the Benedetta, and this is how Edward wants to play. He wants to be able to move around the map.
Lucky bracket. We were in the upper bracket, bro. We were in the upper bracket. How are we lucky? We went up against Blacklist game 1.
Yes.
We went up against the champions game 1. How is that lucky? We went up against first place team as our very first game in the bracket. But we got a lucky bracket? What was your favorite team? Where were they at? Where were they at?
That was close. Again, this is the power of the.
Where were they at? Did they start off in the lower, bro?
They don't have to wait for their ultimates, even though the heavy spin and the cult altar, both of them are heavy commitments. If you look at how Blacklist wants to fight, it's just about hitting heroes.
Shadow Stampede is an ult in itself.
Yeah.
If Haji can pull somebody into the death ball that is Blacklist International, then that's it. They can pick off, convert into objectives, and then go from there.
Right now, Carl Teasy using the
Where-
as well.
look-
Can they convert it into a kill?
Hold on a
Wise gonna
second.
use the
You want to
heavy
really get
spin
crazy?
outta here.
We were the
Carl
only
kills
team that
Teasy still
beat
on the chase.
Blacklist.
Sanji there,
Nobody
back
else
up with
beat
his
them in the whole
Wise
tournament
falls
except for
down.
us.
Can they convert this even further? Edward joining this situation. Sanford as well, so everybody gonna back off. It's only Wise that falls.
Wait, what?
The ejector
What's that?
comes out on Oh My Venus, and now they're looking to take this turret on the top side.
It's kind of an awkward engagement for Blacklist to do it without Edward. There's no front line. I mean, you do have Akai. but
And it
Akai
loses
just
to Brazil and M4s and
really
SL and
Echo,
NCT
and you cannot show your
disbanding.
face in front of Carl Teasy, because if you do, he's just going to use the Detona's Welcome, and that will force the heavy spin. Even though you have All My Venus for the guiding wind, it still doesn't help your
I don't need to
cause in
chill.
terms of
I don't
fighting
need to
to
chill. Don't tell me to
Right
chill.
now, it seems like Blacklist have found the solution, but it just will melt right here in the middle.
Sanji gonna be in trouble.
Guys,
as he falls
when
here. Who
you don't have
grabs
to
the
like tell me not to.
Carl Teasy.
I'm
No one else
enjoying.
goes down.
I'm enjoying.
But still, Echo coming out with the
I'm having
objective
fun.
advantage.
This is me
This is the game
just
spike saving
vibing.
Cutie that Echo is holding out for. That's why Blacklist International.
I'm not actually
they're
upset,
outnumbered.
guys.
They can't do the Ube, so it has to always be 4 or 5. Always 4 or 5.
Yeah, even though, the Brody is considered as a late game hero, you're kind of in a rush here for Blacklist. Oh, Shadow Stampede. Still the BMI exists. So Echo, again, right now they're in a comfortable spot. The Claude is farming really well. So Blacklist, they're the ones who are pressured to make movements on the map right now. Especially the Brody is not going to be able to match up the pacing of the Claude or his farming speed.
Concealed play coming out from Yawi. They're going to be looking for Oh My Venus. There you
Vene
go.
loses to Turkey and M4.
Can they
He
get the pull
casting.
in right into the wall? Oh My Venus going to flicker out, still alive. Heavy spin coming down, Wise quite low too. Now Haji there, and it's Oheb with the fadeaway, torn apart memory.
I got a feeling.
That's an Ube.
You know what else is really cool about this? About if New Wave makes it, because right now they're starting off in like the upper bracket in the league for playoffs, right? They're in the Latam Super League.
Now it has two variations.
And there's like really good odds that they get first or second place, right? So there's like really good odds that New Wave goes to M4 as well. Uh-oh. Echo. Echo coming back. Meaning that I'll have two teams to cheer for because I'm a New Wave fan.
Man, the way Edward played that ball.
Oh, Yawi. They're trying to get a setup here. Carl TZ right in the wall.
Uh-oh.
And Oh My Venus in
Pulse
trouble.
Ultra comes out.
Come down. Oheb pumping out the damage. Wise finds Carl under the turret. And Carl TZ.
I like when they call him Carl. Wise finds.
Oh. But at what cost, Sanji trying to get some damage out.
They are going at it right now, bro. Looking like an NA game right now. Looking like an NA game right now.
Even though Blacklist found many return kills. Oh, Edward stakes tower in mid lane.
He just wants to. You were saying.
Okay, Blacklist, even though they've gotten the tower in the mid lane and they are able to take a fight against Echo, you did just lose your gold lane while Benecutie is still alive. This Claude is gonna become a problem on the late game.
Hi, TREX. How popular Mobile Legends is compared to Dota and LoL and NA?
I mean, you just wipe them out first. That's what they're doing here. One at a time, pick off after pick off.
Oh, there's another injector on Edward. Gonna be fine for now.
I would say Mobile Legends probably holds like a third of the popularity compared to those two games.
Sanford, the one to take it. And now Edward waiting patiently there. Wise with a heavy spin. They're still isolating him out. They got to be careful here. Sanford.
But it's also been around for like a third of the time. You have to think about that as well.
Can they grab it? It's Wise as he secures the Lord. And now they're pushing down. Sanford has fallen. Benicutie's out of here.
We got us a series, boys and girls. We got us a series. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2-1.
You know, they've already used up the guiding wind, but Wise, he knew there was no commitment coming out from
Nishan.
Echo. He jumped in.
Hail the king of the jungle.
Hail the king of the jungle, indeed.
Acknowledge him.
Say it one more time.
Hail the king of the jungle. This is Wise again, securing the Lord here for Blacklist and delaying the objective take by Echo. Now this is an opportunity for them. Oh My Venus jumping in.
Okay, they're going to try to punish on Benicuttie, trying to look for a moment with the blazing duet. Oh My Venus quite low. Benicuttie still there. Yawi quite low as well, and it's Oheb.
So like, what I mean, Nishan, is like, so let's put it this way. I would say League is probably like a 9 or like a 10, right? If League was the most known out of those three, then Dota, then ML.
It might be a pull call.
Pulls in Carl TZ. He's going to be quite tanky himself. They're going to lose this tier 2 turret as they secure that one. Lord going to go down here too. Echo still trying to buy some time.
Everyone knows what League of Legends is. Not everyone knows what Mobile Legends is.
How is Blacklist playing Ube?
Like, even people who don't play video games know what League of Legends is, you know?
And he had guiding wind at that time, so he was able to escape. And during that time, Oheb was stacking. He was stacking onto the Heroes of Echo, and when he threw out the Thorn Apart Memory, Yahweh couldn't just sustain the sheer damage output coming out from Oheb. Now he has Malefic Roar, and he has been able to catch up with the farm of the crowd. Now 400 gold away from Benicuttie.
There it is once again. Sanford going to take the damage. Can they find it? Oheb does. But Oh My Venus does fall as
1 for 1. It's a 1 for 1.
Already going to go out. Edward on the backside. Sanji going to get cut off.
No black shoes.
And there he goes as well.
Get hot. Oh, so close to getting Haji there.
2 for 1 trade.
again, it's still the same story. You know, Echo committing on the front lines. There's nobody keeping tabs on OHEB.
0.1 to 1.5 in terms of popular.
The heroes of Echo.
Newly inducted Hall of Legends. Oh my Venus can die an infinite amount of times, but as long as the Prince OHEB finds his mark, it's all good. And that's been what's happening for the past, what, 4 or 5 minutes? Blacklist in control.
Yeah, but how old is League? Like, you have to also think about this. Like, League is... How old is League? League has been around for ages now. Like, what, like 15 years?
Lord coming up in about 5 seconds. Sanford, this is not what you want to do here. Goes right into the bush. Will he be able to get away with his life? He can't, because OHEB once again.
2009.
That's what they call a Blagaducci.
12, 13 years.
Want to find some trades. Yawi is on the run. He had conceal on, and that's going to give the control of the air to Blacklist. Agent Zero on the top lane.
There he is, Edward doing exactly what he does on the Benedetta. He's going to be pushing on the top side. Mega kill for OHEB, though. They're getting punished here. Benny Cutie locked down. Nothing can save him, even a wind of nature, because Haji grabs the killing spree. 3 down for Echo. They're in perfect position to take game 4 ahead of them. Edward on the backside goes in, and it's one final push for Blacklist International as they work on the crystal. Sanford trying to do his best, but you can't do it all by yourself.
It's true though, bro.
Grabs the kill.
Should get E-Girl. They should just like get Amaranth. They should pay Amaranth to like play Mobile Legends for a few days.
Called the retreat. They have time. They have the advantage. They can play for this next Lord.
Did you see how much damage OHEB dealt on that last skirmish? You guess how many hits it took for him to delete Yawi?
0 win away, Brody.
3 hits, 2 bump, and 1 torn apart memory. That was all she wrote for the Jawhead. Oh.
Okay, oh my Venus had to flicker out. Wise there to back up. Oh, Carl TZ gonna get the eat in here. Daytona's welcome, but Edward's still on the top side. They've got to handle that.
Yeah, I know Amaranth's on a break.
Another Lord.
Maybe that was a bad timing. Maybe that was a bad one to bring up. My bad, guys. Sorry to all the Amaranth fans out there. Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying, though. You guys know what I mean.
Haji taking quite a bit of damage. Colt Ulter going to come out here looking for the cleanup if they can. Sanford going to get tossed back to the team. Benny Cutie. Edward making his way to the base, though. And everybody is literally everywhere.
I'm surprised so many of you guys follow Amaranth.
Should be able to get back to base unless Edward hunts him down, but that's the call.
Yeah, a lot of things were burned on both sides, but Blacklist still is controlling the Lord area. And again, this is because of the fact that
but seriously,
is
like
standing on the front lines, offering her body.
Just pull a raid Shadow Legends and just sponsor every Twitch streamer out there, every NA. This video is sponsored by Mobile Legends.
For something, but Blacklist just has extra.
They should just do that, bro.
Yep.
And I'd say in this game, superior shot calling.
Haji has not died yet in this game. You know, it's really, really important for Blacklist to have this kind of setup wherein Venus stands on the front line, Haji pops a smoke when somebody is about to die, even
Girl
himself.
can definitely, she can wear clothes, like she's allowed to wear clothes now.
As you were saying, Midnight, before we see this dance unfold.
She's the redhead girl, yeah, she's the hot redhead girl.
Break this gameplay, again, you have to worry about OHEB, not just about him. You also have to take note of Haji's positioning. OHEB, though.
OHEB, Yawi's going to be in trouble here.
The Prince lives.
They tried. Unfortunately, they failed. And now they're down a member. It's Yawi.
Bro, 456 rep playing Dota 1. You got down on some Warcraft 3, bro? Some Reign of Chaos? Some Frozen Throne?
They get the black shoes out. There's the circling eagle.
I still have Warcraft 3 on my computer. I play some footies every once in a while. Some Footman Wars every once in a while.
Carl Teasy still there. Carl Teasy going to be focused. 5 members. Sanford and Benny Cutie are able to come in, though, but it's OHEB that grabs the kill. Benny Cutie shutting down Oheb, but he falls ultimately to Agent Zero.
It's just Yowie Sanford.
And now it's Sanford.
You can't even
and
count.
Yowie
You can't
left
even count
alive
year
along
one
with the Lord March here.
9 seconds on Sanji though.
of Mobile Legends. Like, that's not, I don't even think you can really
Blacklist
count it.
International looking to punch in game of 4.
Yeah, GG's. GG's. 2-2. 2-2, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a 2-2 situation.
Blue Leaf Cosmopolitan erupts. The agents have made their voices heard. It's not over yet.
And it is led by none other than Agent Zero on his signature.
Once again, jumping in.
What's going on over here?
Is the one who finds it.
Oh, there's Mirko. Kyrie is one who finds it. R7. Head to the Dragon. Breaking. Bring Keyboy back. Pick up the kill. Crossbow Tang. Over to Boots.
Is not enough right now in the early stage. It's just a trade right now. A kill over for another kill for On Esports and a turtle.
The Noonan Blast is just such a dynamic
Onyx Esports,
ultimate
3-1.
that Onyx
Holding a
Esports
2K gold
in a
lead.
5v5 situation, when the setup is right, they are going to be able to create way more space for their members to
Well, we
go
have
on,
some
and
time.
that's
We're going to check out
completely
ID.
different with RQ Hoshi, right? Their only source of engage for the moment is either Vin or Albert.
I have the
and both of
MPL,
these
the
heroes
Philippines one
have
on my
a
phone,
point
so I'll
and
know when to
click
switch back.
stun on one, so it's not an AoE CC, so it's not as dynamic as Onyx. So our RQ Hoshi, they need to think about this. Can they utilize
True
the
though.
composition
That an
with
Amaranth
some more
ML stream
kickoffs
will
on
bring
the
in more
board?
players than
Because
any than the
otherwise,
Grand
Onyx
Finals. This is
Esports,
true.
They're just going to snowball from all
Endo, it's still
the
0-0.
engage that they have.
Right, the Onyx Esports is pushing RQ away, and RQ, they're struggling to find that grab.
The
You
girls.
guys can actually
The
grab
girls
very
in the
easily
crowd.
with the app. Use that promo code and get up
The
to 90%
Rebellion girls
discount,
with their little
because this
blue
game
horns.
is going to be a long, drawn-out game
Yeah,
for sure.
it's
None
lit.
of these teams are inexperienced at slowing down the game and looking for a comeback.
It's a best of 7 too, so a very long game.
I'm not going to lie, guys.
Please
Once
go and wash your hair, ladies and
once the
gentlemen. If you
Philippines
haven't
game
already,
starts
with Head
back
and
up, I'm going
Shoulders,
back.
because, hey, no one wants to see that dandruff. No one wants to smell bad, right? And especially the players here who are going to be playing on stage.
The
They
in-game
definitely started
ads
with
are a
that Head and
little...
Shoulders. But RQ right now, not looking as fresh as
PH, at least PH doesn't hit it. It doesn't do all the in-game ads.
But Albert comes back in. The damage comes in, and look at the now blast off the 3. On Esports collapse into RQ as the Tempest Blades will be popped into the back line. Kyrie is dashing, being the distraction. San's dealing the damage. Feathered airstrike by Clay defensively, but he's going to be sandwiched in by Boots as he comes in. It's Kyrie with the triple kill. Presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A Series 5G. R7 forced to back up. It's Onyx Esports with a 3.6K gold lead. That snowball already for Onyx.
Wow, 2-for-0 trade, and now Onyx Esports instantly go on convert that on the turtle. And this is looking like a one-sided game here, as Albert is even struggling to get his own buff at this stage.
Bro, Albert's jungle showing right now? What are y'all doing, bro?
Giving Boots a little bit more time to go for the steal.
What is RQ doing?
But that Purify comes in clutch. Here, Arashi, with the 5,000 gold lead that Onyx Esports have built. Let's take a look at the items.
Windtalker and the Berserker's Fury on Kyrie, so a lot of damage.
Come on,
and
bro.
The fight gets drawn out. Essentially DPS as well.
Come on,
That's
we
important
got
to look at here. It's
Joe
the fact that Boots
Jungle
already has
and
the
Kyrie
Bloodlust
on the
as well.
Ling.
So when it comes to the sustain game, he won't be losing out to that as
Come
well.
on, guys.
And
What's
arguably,
going
in
on?
those fights, he is a lot more significant of a threat towards that backline of RQ Hoshi, because in a funny way, both these
Wonder what
teams,
got banned.
both their compositions actually do a lot better when they're the aggressors. When they're on the back foot, like right now,
The
Finn is playing a
Ballman
very
and
difficult
the
time trapping and abusing the card control. from
RQ loves that show
And the same
jungle.
can be said about Keyboard.
Bro,
If the-
stop,
if
bro.
the,
I know they
situation was
do. I
reversed.
know it's like a thing that
Albert
some teams have been
only
doing, but
has the
stop.
purple buff, and 60
stop it,
seconds
bro.
are left on the clock. We do see Boots once again being a nuisance.
Do
there in the
not
bottom
bring
side,
that
putting a lot
ish
of
into
pressure
M4.
there. As now Onyx make a play here in the top
Yeah, but there's
side.
plenty of things that could counter
Unfortunately, Vin is
Ling.
not going to be able to connect
The
that
Akai and the
objective
Ballman better have
onto
been banned.
Keyboy.
They both
They're
have better
just
been
gonna be
banned.
completely zoned away at this
I didn't
stage.
see
They
the
do have
bans,
better
so
high
maybe
ground,
they
but of
just
course,
really
Onyx
hammered down.
with Sans, they're gonna also
So
be
many
able
things
to
that
have
could
high
bully.
ground
The
if
thing
they
is like
feel
the
each other
Cho
airstrike
can't really
from
bully
Clay.
the
They're
Ling.
gonna have to funnel
He
some
counters
gold
it,
into Skylar,
but you
because
can't
as
really
it
like
stands, the
invade
Aerothel
bully like you
absolutely
could
going
with
to eat
several
this
other
1-1 up
tanky
in these
jungles.
team fights. And the thing is, Vin can't really look for those crazy hooks in this game, because guess what? That Lolita is always ready with the shield. RQ, it doesn't feel like they're able to really make anything happen in the map right now, considering that, again, they're behind. And like Arashi mentioned, this is a team that does super well when they are ahead, or even, they need to be the aggressors. That's the main point. But even if they are the aggressors now, I don't think they're going to be able to win. 6,000 gold deficit for RRQ.
With 6,000 gold, you can see that RRQ, they're trying to actually corral together.
How did that hook miss?
Esports.
Kiboy stole the purple buff.
Wow, that is just unfortunate. And now Onyx Esports, they're going for the Lord.
Bro.
RRQ, they want to keep going.
Finn flickers
RRQ,
in, but there was a little bit of hesitation there as the Numenon blast doesn't connect onto anyone. RRQ in shambles in game 1 for now.
We are watching PH. PH is on break right now. PH is on break right now. Calm down, guys.
And RRQ will leave the first
When I switched over to Indo, 200 viewers left.
7,000 gold lead here for
We went
Onyx
from like
Esports as of right now.
3
Here in the 10th
something
minute,
to like
being able to
200
secure the Lord
something.
without a fight from RRQ Hoshi at all.
That's
and
sad.
this is so difficult. Vin isn't able to be the sandbag for his team because he is on a Franco. What he can do is look for pickoffs with
Everyone
his
got
hook,
mad.
but up until this point, he hasn't really been able to land it, even though the Lolita isn't in the vicinity, even though Keyboy
It's
is
game
not
one.
in the
It's
vicinity.
game one, man.
He tried to look for a play onto CW, but because of the movement speed perhaps from CW on the Irital, he is still able to outmaneuver any initiation points coming in from Finn. 8,000 gold lead now, Rashi.
8,000 gold lead, and that means more items available to counter Skylar in that late game as well. The Crossbow of Tang is a very strong ultimate, but it can be countered by a single item, a Wind of Nature, Winter Function as well.
John Dela Cruz, thank you for the donation. Tell me why Albert looks like Ballman.
Potential for RRQ Hoshi to come back in the late game.
Stop,
right now,
bro.
Hook
Stop.
by Vin, but it won't
Stop.
connect. Esports coming in with the Lord. This is a tough situation, and RRQ Hoshi have no real answer to the long-range composition from Onyx Esports.
There's going to be a lot of poke. Feather Airstrike popped in once again to clear out the waves.
Clay brought in that Feather Airstrike a little bit too. Nice hook.
Hook onto Keyboy, though, as Albert jumps in with the way the Dragon. Brings CW back for the damage to come through from the side of R7. But Kyrie jumps into that back line. Going to be able to dish out the damage, but won't be able to take Finn down. Crossbow attack.
There you go, there you go. Oh my god, Butts.
Is able to knock
Boots.
Skylar
Whatever
out
you say, I would be calling him
two
Butts.
punches into the head. Onyx Esports still
His
managing
name is definitely
to
Butts.
defend, to get
not
out
Boots.
actually of
That's
that
not how you
siege.
spell Boots, guys.
2 for
That's
2
Butts.
for RRQ. Still an 8,000 gold lead for Onyx. It's not enough for RRQ.
We're gonna watch MPL PH, guys. We're gonna watch.
Not nearly enough right now.
They're
Take a
on
look at
they're
the
on
damage
break
dealt by
right now
Axe.
until the
Stuns
next
all the way
game.
up there, followed by Kyrie and R7, the only one with significant damage on the side of RRQ. Even Clay with the long range with the AoE is unable to match because right now the threat towards the Squishier members is so real. And this is exactly what RRQ Hoshi needs, right? A hook, an engage, and that was a hook onto a Lolita. So if he lands it on
PH
someone
right
even
now
more
is
than
2-2.
like CW right there.
And
This could be a very different game, and Onyx Esports understand that. They know that RRQ Hoshi, they used to be called
Butts
the
is spelled
comeback
with
king.
no, but the word
8,000
but,
gold,
like,
9,000
but
gold
I'm
at
going
this
to
point.
do this
It's
is
insane
spelled
because
with
in that
one
previous
T.
team fight, it was nearly
And
worth it
Boots
for RRQ
is
Hoshi,
spelled
but
with
Boots
2
was just
O's.
denied that, being
There's
able to
no
pick
U in
Skylar
there.
off, who's now sitting at a 1-2-1.
That is not
KD.
Boots.
And if you take a look at the players' gold here, Clay quite plays Skylar and Albert
Butts.
really low
Get
there
in
on
there.
the charts, but here we go.
Albert
If he went with
collapsed
2
on,
U's,
instantly deleted.
it would make more
Puts the minion
sense to be
in. Kyrie
Boots as
jumping
well.
in, getting out of range, and look at the damage, look at the collapse, look at the damage from CW. Just gunning Skylar down, gunning Finn down as well. It's a triple kill for CW.
We're gonna go back to PH,
R7 charging in
guys.
that falling star moon, won't choose to go for it. Onyx Esports can actually look for the dive here, but they will just look for that base turret up top. 2 base turrets down, 11,000 gold lead. RRQ still looking for the defense as Kyrie is on the Lord. Onyx Esports dispersing really well right now, but R7 won't be able to take that damage. Feather Airstrike popped in throughout the midway, but it's going to be cancelled out for the knockout strike, and Onyx Esports draw first blood in this series. 1-0 for Onyx Esports.
A one-sided game here for Onyx Esports against RRQ Hoshi with how much prowess they had in terms of that laning. It's so obvious that when Skylar
with the jawhead, ang lakas mag-pick off with a very strong Barrett's pick na even in the late game kung saan sobrang taas na ng lamang ng Blacklist International, kita natin sobrang kunat ng Barretts ng Echo. So if this game was so much closer, Well, we probably would have seen Echo a little bit closer onto the side of Blacklist International because kita natin, medyo kulang yung damage ng Blacklist kontra sa Barats na ito. But because of the aggressive rotations that Blacklist International were doing, kahit hindi sila, pag inisip mo, hindi naman sila talaga pang pick off the lineup, they group up together as 2 or 3, sort of that like that, in that play just to get a key pick off somewhere in the map para lamang kayo sa mga objective team fights. And
On a
of
girl
course,
gap.
great retributions coming in from the King of the Jungle. King Wise on point with the retributions. Katapat lang talaga sila sa ni Carl TZ in terms of sino talaga makakuha ng Lord. And there were so many Lord fights and turtles.
TREX, are you going to M4? Yes is the only acceptable answer.
Mataas yung health nila, retribution na lang talaga.
I don't know, bro. We'll see.
On top. Carl TZ were getting
I don't know.
But again, goes back to the theme of conversion. Lagi
I don't know.
Ang Blacklist International sa mga maliit na panalo nila. They got to turn small wins into big victories. Something that Echo did for their first 2 wins of the game. Now Blacklist found their groove. Even tayo sa ball game na to. 2-2 here in the grand finals. An amazing series so far, but of course we have to give our thanks to Maya. Get legendary with Maya. Get 223 diamonds for free when you buy 223 worth of diamonds in the Maya shop. Just tap services, go to lifestyle, and choose Mobile Legends in Play. Promo runs for the duration of the MPLPH playoffs until October 23 lang yan, and is open to upgraded users only. Visit maya.ph/deals for more details. Maya is the official all-in-one money app partner of the MPL Season 10 playoffs. Sign up, upgrade, and buy game codes and credits on Maya to get awesome rewards. Awesome grand finals, right? 2-2 now.
Bro, I can't with John.
Number 7, but before that, we'll still have to go to game number 5. And even before that, pahinga muna tayo onte. Just a little bit inhale, exhale, get what you need to get. Let's relax because when we come back after a
This
very
is the
short
English.
break, Blacklist International.
The analysis
Echo will
always
continue
speaks
to bring the world-class action.
to Ganglish, to Ginglish, Tagalinglish, Tagalingish, Doggalingish. It's like Spanglish.
Not anymore. Because with Smart's new power, all 99, I have the power to do what I
Oh my god, 20 minutes?
for all sites and apps.
We're on break now?
Power to play, to watch, to share, to stream, everything. Plus, only TikTok gives me the power to stay on
What do you keep in mind when hosting / casting stuff? Any tips for a caster wannabe? Taglish. Taglish, there we go. I love how everyone comes in and tells me how to say it. Taglish. It's like Spang. Bro, alright guys, alright. Bro, literally.
You get the best overall experience. Best gaming. Best streaming and downloading.
That's why Smart is the only one awarded as the Philippines' best mobile network.
Because Kyrie, right, we talked about how there's a lot of danger in the composition towards him, but he was able to play a flawless game. 6-0-5, he was snowballing
Switch to
always in the
Dota.
early game, and that is definitely not the plan for Hoshi.
You guys want to see the chat in Dota?
A Clock of Destiny, Lightning Truncheon for Clay, so not nearly enough damage if you compare to Sans.
This is the
Already
Russian.
5 items, right? Very strong snowball. And Boots,
Espanol.
knowing that he is ahead, knowing that the team needs to be able to burst down even the tankiest of members like Albert, like R7, he goes for that Malefic Roar to ensure that the burst damage is insane. CW as well with the Wind of Nature. We talked already about a lot of these heroes being able to actually counter the Crossbow of Tang as well. So even in the late game, I don't think
I'll tell you what, Endo has a dope theme song this year.
Yeah, we are. Needs to be something crazy like a hook onto CW, like a huge pickoff. But on esports, with how they're playing, with the composition, as you mentioned, with Lolita able to actually block away most of the damage, most of the crowd control, Hoshi, they just find themselves blocked at every single turn.
Again, right? It
All
feels
right,
like
hold on.
just didn't play
Ron, if you're
accordingly
still
to the
there,
conditions that
he
were
asked
set
about casting.
in the draft.
I think
It's
the
a very
first thing
heavy
I tell
single
any
target comp,
new
especially early
caster
on, right? When you have a Cho, when you have
is
something like a Franco
first
here,
things
even the
first,
1-1
before
you can play
anything
with Crossbow
else.
Tang, it targets one player,
You
individually,
have to
right? It doesn't go
get your voice down.
five-man full AoE damage.
You have to
The
have
only one who can
confidence. You need to
rely
be
on
able to
for AoE
project your
damage
voice
probably
correctly
is
and
far
find
side
your
Ezreal.
caster voice.
But they didn't play
I
towards
call
that
it,
pick.
or like
they
your.
went for the neutral objectives. They didn't go
For
for
example,
a pick before.
like
they did not
when
time these neutral objective takes properly with that pick potential.
When I
They would try
work,
to go for the picks,
when I worked in
spawn, like we've seen many
the
times.
service industry, like your customer voice, you know? Like you need to be able to, even if it almost feels like you're faking it in a way, like
And if you look at the damage,
you have to.
Sad for a team as dominant, as aggressive as RRQ, 0 damage. So not even a single hit towards a turret.
Like, cause here's the thing, I know a lot of people that that know the game really well, know the players, know the teams, could be great analysis casters, right? But they lack the voice projection.
It's gonna be Kyrie on that Ling. That's Samsung Ling making an appearance with that killing spree. Well, we'll take a look at the MVP highlights here. Just a bit of moments from game number 1 to just show you guys what exactly was Kyrie able to do. All this is the early game. He was able to get the very good pick-off onto Skylar. And then in mid-game, you see that he waits for the right opportunity again and again. And of course, credit to him for having a solid retribution. So Albert wasn't able to get any moments going on. From that, as we mentioned, there's not much of a threat for him unless he goes in alone and gets maybe hit with the suppression. And here, even with RRQ Hoshi getting the pick-off, getting the quote-unquote initiation that they need to try and turn things around, overall, Onyx is still able to actually strike back because they're just that far behind. And once they have control on the map, you already know that Onyx, there is no time at all making these plays happen. And with the momentum on their backs, just go for the end, even though they don't really have a Lord or any other ways to come with them. Because they
So like, for example, this is me like normally talking, right? Like this is me just kind of like, yeah, da 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 da. And then there is, welcome to the North American Squad League. My name, there's a difference, right? There's a big difference between how I normally talk to people and how I would cast a game, right? So we got a lot of things going on today. Right now we have MPL ID up in the grand finals. Super excited to be here, Mirko. Are you ready? Eternal, I'll be taking your spot on the desk, and I'm going to be casting today.
Because the better you smell, the better you play. And I think Onyx,
and there's just a flow and
with the new axe effect though, RRQ
a projection, right?
That much because just with one spray, that's 48 hours of the dual action body spray on you. 48 hours. Can you imagine that?
No, I can't.
Oh my God.
I can't imagine.
You can't imagine.
I can't imagine.
2 days. Hey. try to smell it right now. Can you smell Arashi with the new axe effect?
Oh, that's Arashi?
That's Arashi.
What?
Oh, you thought it came from the crowd, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought it was someone in the crowd. It turns out it's Arashi.
Well, you guys can go and grab axe, and you can also grab food right now. Because we are currently not in game. This is a good time for you guys to check out food, to check out even groceries here for some snacks. With the discount code we offer you here, grb.to/MPL, you can get a discount.
90% discount.
90%.
90%. And if you guys think that the voucher code is a little too difficult for you to...
Bro, I think Eternal looks great.
Or whatever, just scan the QR
Doesn't look
code
horrible.
down on Arashi's side to get that discount. Because even if you guys don't want food right now, you want to check out the venue perhaps because we have so many booths. You can also still use Grab and you get a promo code up until like 6K for the Grab bike.
Both are. Hue are my world. Both are very important.
And while you're also using your head, obviously, your head needs to be fresh as well, ladies and gentlemen.
I want Echo to win.
You don't need to wipe your shoulders with Head and Shoulders because it's always clean with no dandruff on your head. Remember to wash your hair with Head and Shoulders. Wet and itchy dandruff?
So like,
wiped out. Ew. And
like
the limited edition
pronunciation.
And Eudora on the packaging on the
Isn't it funny how pronunciation is a word that's commonly mispronunciated?
Eudora was the first hero.
It's ironic, right?
In Mobile Legends, so I have a sentimental thing with
But
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, a bit of history for you guys at home.
So do you have a sentimental
both are very important, right? Like it's something that pronunciation is actually something that I've been working on more because I feel like when it comes to play-by-play and analysis, like those are some things that I kind of have down in a sense. But like
I love mages.
Getting into play-by-play when you start getting fast and being able to flow words, like saying real-world manipulation quickly during a big cast can be hard sometimes, right? Like saying certain things, and it's easy to slip up.
for his team with a JBL Quantum. Crisp, clean instructions to the players. And you can see that in that game, the comms must be absolutely on point. They made near to zero mistakes for the side of Onyx Esports, and despite RRQ, the comeback kings, the dynamic team that can surprise you, right? Onyx Esports are ready at every single turn. So RRQ, they cannot count on that happening any longer. Maybe invest more in the drafts.
TREX, I found out my MLE girlfriend was a man. I'm sorry.
Onyx is not going to make a mistake. They have shown that in game number 1.
You and Potato top 1 when it comes to NA casting.
I think that's just clear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we know that RRQ
I believe the same.
so much on the Franco last season, even up until MSC. And teams like Onyx Esports have actually...
Who's the best jungler? Kyrie, Wise, Albert? Wise.
A different gameplay to the table, seeing as they were one of the main teams that were watched worldwide, internationally. Everyone had their eyes on RRQ Hoshi. Everyone analyzed their games. So in a way, it's actually
Carl Teezy's pretty good though too.
RRQ Hoshi here in this grand finals.
I don't think Kyrie and they're different types of junglers, right? Like though too. So like
and here you can see their dominance in game 1. Let's just hope that
if the assassin meta came back really hard, I think Kyrie and Albert might be better than Wise, right?
And they lost 3 games in a row. Here, game recap. Onyx and RRQ. It's Kyrie and R7 as the impact players.
Well, that being said, it is a best of 7, so even if they win 3 games in a row, R7, 3 games in a row, it doesn't guarantee that they'll win. Onyx can still win 3 games in a row.
True.
And reverse everything back. That is the possibilities that
will be amazing
in the grand finals. This is what everyone has been waiting for. And right now, with 40 seconds to go, can Field come up with a winning formula for his team to actually perform? Because honestly, it seems like they're a bit out of practice. We saw some mistakes available, some mistakes being made by the players of RRQ, and Onyx exploit that completely. So I wonder what exactly is the adjustment, the plan for RRQ by Coach Field.
Oh man, it feels good, man. For these audience members as well outside, they didn't get the tickets to get in, but it's all good because they can still show.
Carl Teezy's good, that's what I'm saying. Carl Teezy's good.
And they're hyped still, you know? Even though you're not sitting right in front of the stage, just being around, being in this arena is so amazing. And you can see.
Look how full that is.
We're taking a break, by the way, right now. It's a break, right? We're not into drafts yet. We're not in the game, and it's this full. Most of them are probably like getting
It's a dope
there,
arena.
having snacks, or washing their hair or their face with Garnier Men. But here we go, the drafting phase for game number 2 of the grand finals. RRQ, again, still sticking with...
One of the reasons, so this is one of the reasons why I say Wise, right? His hero pool.
Exactly the same right now, with Onyx Esports banning the Faramis and the Grokadita being banned out by RRQ.
We'll see what they ban next year, as Akai is still going to be the choice of ban here for Onyx Esports. So still the same drafts coming in, still the same bans coming in. We'll see if anything changes, right? But in particular, did you see any heroes from Onyx that deserved the respect ban?
Irithel. The fact that they left the Irithel in the second phase of bans, right, was just very interesting for me. They banned the Mathilda and the Phoveus. I think the Mathilda is a good ban, but the Phoveus in that second phase, the final ban from
I started playing Mobile Legends like seriously during M2.
Instead of an Irithel that really just shuts 1-1 down from the early stage.
On this series,
Point to make there.
I don't know.
Hoshi, now they banned the 1-1 instead. So Onyx Esports,
RQ's known to choke, man.
RRQ, that Kadita and Grok has been very, very respected. So maybe in scrims, Onyx Esports has a secret weapon. And for Onyx, they ban out that Beatrix.
They put Albert on Cho again, they're gonna lose.
The 2 marksmen just not being allowed in the Land of Dawn.
Yeah, I was gonna mention this, right? I think RRQ Hoshi, they find a lot of success if Beatrix is placed in the hands of Skylar. So this time around, they aren't gonna ban out the Eve. They're actually gonna leave that open and opt for the ban on the Beatrix here in the
Started playing MLBB 4 months ago, true. Well, welcome to the community, bro. Bro, I'm fucking tired. I'm feeling it, guys. I'm feeling it.
But now, Onyx do have the chance to pick up the
I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this on stream, guys.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this on stream.
The Fighter brothers.
If Harper wakes up,
dynamic martial arts.
Baby Senpai wakes up.
It's pretty interesting to see, right? Because again, right now the Fanny is open. The hero that was banned out by RRQ, that was replaced here by Wanwan in Game 2 was open, but Onyx Esports still, they are prioritizing the flex picks first. They don't want to go into that Fanny, knowing that again, this hero's not really that successful so far in the playoffs. RRQ though, they pick up a signature Claude for Skylar. With the 1-1 ban and
should do a sleep stream.
TREX ban, technically, we've only really seen Skylar perform on the Claude, right? It's been 1-1.
I can't do a sleep stream on the NASL channel. I can do a sleep stream on my own channel, but not on the NASL channel.
Is what worries me. Because we've seen this from RRQ. When they go for the
If I got...
R7, when
if I could get my TREX YouTube channel into the viewers of hundreds, we would do more stuff, more cool stuff, but I mean, this channel's mine as well. Like, I built this channel with the help of, you know, of course there's community members that helped with the NASL and stuff, but this is a channel that I started, that I built. But like, even doing stuff like this, like I was iffy about, like doing like watch parties of just me, because it's not meant to be like a personal channel, right?
Because someone like the Esmeralda with higher mobility is actually still open. It's not been banned out. It hasn't been taken either for Onyx.
Because PH is on a break right now.
To take up, because we saw that Cho can be put in the jungle position, it can be in the EXP, it can be in the roam, even in the gold lane at this point, right? And so can the Paquito. Gushin can be in flex for Sans or even for Kyrie. So at this point, still very up in the air as RRQ Hoshi. They don't have much of flex potential at all in terms of their draft. Here in the second phase, with the Matilda is going to be the choice of ban here as RRQ.
Hold on a second, guys.
Onyx Esports, they banned the Matilda, so now RRQ, if they have squishier members, if they don't select someone with a bit more tough skin, or with a bit more securing potential, it's going to be very difficult for them to survive the aggression, right? Burst damage coming in from essentially Cho, Paquito, and Gushin. It's also a good mix of physical and magical damage, so without a Matilda to save lives on RRQ Hoshi, they have to find a different answer.
There's a comment there by Zin, a Gushin player himself. He says that the Gushin should be played
Rex is
as
a baby daddy of
a jungler, because as a jungler with low mobility and slow clear, it gets outperformed by a lot of these junglers, right? But again, it really depends on the matchup, I believe, right now. Because if you pick a Gushin up against another assassin, you kind of clear at the same rate. If you pick a Gushin against an Akai, a Balman, yeah, I can definitely see that, right? But for Onyx Esports, either way, they were able to make it work in both of these roles, jungle and mid. For the bans though, Matilda, Atlas, RRQ finally taking that Fanny out, and this just shows, right, that flex pick is so insane by Onyx Esports, because RRQ, they're forced to ban 2 junglers because they don't know. They still don't know if who's going jungle. The Cho can be roam, the Paquito can be XP, and the Gushin can be mage. Both assassins banned out, Fanny and Ling, but this opens up a Balman still for Kyrie, his signature pick in the regular season. And if they really want to go for the skirmish-heavy comp, the neutral objective secure comp, this Balman still works, but they need some range first, right? Up against a Claude, Brody, Bruno, or there's a very interesting pick, Leslie.
For the Claude.
This all works very well. That's burst damage, is true damage coming in, with the rest of the burst damage coming from Onyx Esports. But Bruno,
I'll be right back, guys.
that they go for right here.
I'll be right
so
back.
This is a very scary composition, and you start to see why exactly they banned out the Faramis and the Matilda, right? It's going to be very difficult for anyone to survive against this kind of damage. And for RRQ, they need tankiness, they need crowd control. Ruby can be an option, but you have to wonder and worry about the sustainability, because even a Ruby building with full tank is going to be hard to survive against the mixed composition, the mixed damage coming in from Onyx Esports. So a bit of sustain will be required as well.
They need CC. They need CC with how much dive Onyx Esports has. If they can't secure CC, it's going to be so easy to run down the members of RRQ Hoshi down. And CC it is. Lolita is going to be the pick, as well as the Lancelot in that jungle position. Onyx Esports with the last pick. Who is it going to be? Are they going to secure a roamer? Or I mean, gold laner secured, right? Bruno, definitely.
Yeah, but
It could be a mid laner.
Everything else, you really don't know.
Yeah.
It's 3 flex picks. And again, this just shows how flexible Onyx Esports really are. And in this draft, now that they know that RRQ have gone for the Lolita and the Lancelot, Onyx can just play it however they want. And like I mentioned, they go for the Bauman. They want that neutral objective control. And that's 2 for 2 for me in the second phase. Bauman, Bruno. Bruno to go for the snowball, and honestly, this composition from Onyx, if they get that early grasp into the game, I don't see how RRQ can get out of that, right? If RRQ actually weathers the storm, that's their win condition.
I guess right now the only thing they have going for them is the possibility for that Numinous Blast to actually counter a lot of these dives, right? A well-timed Numinous Blast from Vin will be able to throw a wrench in the plans of Onyx Esports, but even then, Onyx would most likely know how to deal against that.
Let's see. The snowball composition from Onyx Esports is definitely scary.
Yeah.
There's a lot of damage output there.
And even relying on the Numinous Blast itself, because of that animation, it can be cancelled, remember.
And you gotta remember, right? The reason the Lolita worked so well for Onyx in game 1 was because RRQ lacked CC.
Exactly.
Onyx have a lot of CC in this game to counter that Lolita Numinous Blast charge. They have literally everyone here. And because the Gusion is in mid, he has to petrify too. So that's CC. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time to dive into game number 2. Into the land of Dawn here. As Onyx Esports take on RRQ. Onyx 1-0 currently, looking to make it 2-0 with their drafts.
Their mid power spike is going to be so felt here for Onyx Esports. RRQ Hoshi, they have to be careful. How are they going to do this? Should they play for the early game? Should they play for the late game? Because in that mid game, Onyx Esports, they're just going to roll on RRQ Hoshi with their composition.
Definitely in the late game, I think. If you look at Onyx Esports, they do very well in skirmishes, but in the 5v5, there's a lot of chance for RRQ Hoshi to go for a combo, to do a lot of damage. But in the early game, they have to be very, very careful. But Albert goes in aggressively. Keyboy is the main target, and he is forced to flicker away. RRQ Hoshi abusing the early game even before the ultimates are ready.
And this is due to that mid control. Gusion, not good. I mean, it's good clear, but not against Valentino, who can just bully you away from this wave.
I think that's the idea of why it was paired with a Cho in that mid lane. But even then, you need to be able to wait for that level 4, I feel, and not be able to do too much of a risky play here in that mid side. As right now, both teams are going to start centering around this turtle. 20 seconds left on the clock. Keyboy still level 2, so I'm not going to expect any crazy plays from Onyx Esports at this point.
I think the mid game with a bit more items is where they're going to try and make plays happen. And for sure, I assume that they're going to avoid big fights and go for the skirmishes. But looking at the talent predictions by Axe, only one RRQ vote in both English and Indonesian desks.
I actually predicted Onyx, to be honest, so...
Only one.
So, only one, all right? If we take it correctly, that means OG, Ranger Moss, is the only one who went for RRQ. Onyx Esports, once again, going for this neutral objective. Kyrie gonna be stunned up here, as the Numinous Blast will be charged in. The flicker as well, Kyrie to be caught. First blood over to RRQ. The crowd erupts. Presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A Series 5G. The turtle gonna be targeted here by RRQ now, and Onyx Esports are gonna be forced to back away. And this is where it's gonna be disastrous for Onyx, remember. Because, guess what? It's a snowball composition for Onyx Esports. If they don't get that lead early on, if it's instead RRQ who gets the lead with their multi-dimensional draft, it's gonna be tough for Onyx.
It is, especially even in the lane, right? Bruno versus someone like Claude. Bruno is gonna have a really good game in that early. I think his base damage is already super high, even before items. And going against someone like the Claude who needs those items to scale, in the late game, if Bruno doesn't get that early lead, it's going to be very difficult. As in the top side here, R7 is going to be taken down here in a 2v1 situation. And Onyx Esports starting to look for some compensation on the board.
Let's see in that bottom side with the Dragon. Going to be popped there, stolen away by Clay. Gets another kill. And
we're back.
They're really utilizing this pick potential now in this game. Onyx Esports were able to find a trade up top. And unfortunately for Onyx, that's not the winning lane they were looking to play for, because the Bruno so far
it hasn't started yet.
The Claude has been free farming here. Remember, he also has the average. So if they trade equally,
We'll get back to PH soon.
Tyler will definitely have a massive gold lead if he keeps on building, Arashi.
And usually, right, the team that has their gold laner ahead gets a bit more of an advantage in that mid game, because right now in the current meta, that gold lane marksman usually is the primary source of damage. So RRQ Hoshi pressuring really well on all facets of the map, and also making sure that Skylar is not shut down like in game number 1. That might be exactly the win condition that they need, because Skylar
I need a new game. I need a new chair, guys. Mine just drops sometimes now.
Genius one, so lower cooldown. We'll see how much pickoff he can do though, because ooh, RRQ.
Another pick here. RRQ so far just out-rotating Onyx Esports early on. And again, this is a massive question mark to Onyx Esports should have that early game power. But Bruno wasn't able to bully the Claude, and right now you can see even in the XP department, it's RRQ winning. Sans though doing the damage onto Vin. That's a roamer right now as he's trying to funnel the gold in onto CW. The shield comes up, the turtle's taken away, the shield as well. Oh my goodness, Vin is able to get out.
Ooh, that was clean. Even though CW dies, that was clean.
From both Skylar and Albert.
Am I in a pro team in America? No, I'm a caster.
2-for-1 trade here for RRQ Hoshi as their snowball completely just obliterated here, taken away. Kyrie's
I'm the North American miracle.
As there is going to be some compensation on the board as Skylar is still able to outmaneuver him. Sans now is caught in a bad situation. Another pickoff for RRQ Hoshi. A wiped out for Onyx Esports for any hope in that early game snowball.
And Albert just grabbing up the kills like he can get grab food using the promo code GRB.TO.
Also known as Sky.
Girl?
Singapore and
Girl?
OFW and also a teacher.
OFW teacher all the way from Singapore. Wow,
Yes.
wow. Okay. So sinong team sa
Yes.
But actually, I'm a fan of Onyx Philippines since season 8. Then
Who is this?
M3, and season
What are we
9
looking
and
at right
season
now?
10, but sad,
My viewers just start shooting up once you bring the two girls on screen.
I'm Blacklist.
Blacklist for
Routine
today.
or Blacklist,
Blacklist for today dahil sa M3. Wait, kailangan kong balikan yung sabi mo kanina. Sabi mo galing kang Singapore, OFW teacher.
Yes.
Di ba may pasok ngayon?
Actually, after this game, I'm going
TREX
to go
down
back
bad.
to Singapore kasi may klase pa bukas.
Woof.
So how many days
Woof.
sa Pilipinas?
2 days lang.
Looking like Denji.
Okay, so wait.
Feeling like
You're
Denji.
watching MPL. How about your family? Binisita mo ba?
Actually po, hindi po alam na kung dito ako. So,
It's butts right there.
dito na ako.
Nasaan yung family mo?
My family is in Negros Occidental. So, guys,
Malayo pala. Sorry, mommy, daddy, mas importante ang MPL.
Yeah.
Okay. Naku, pag nakita ka nila, yan ang loyal fan. Okay. So, may naalala ko kasi sa Singapore.
Yeah.
Kailangan natin balikan yon. Kung maalala nyo, meron tayong OFW doon na may saging. Okay, talk about kung paano mo sinusuportahan yung mga teams ng MPL.
well, during M3 season, Blacklist and Onyx Philippines, I remember si Baloy.
Nah, no way. But he's surprised I knew about Wolf.
So,
Wolf.
ako naman syempre, di ba, super fan. Ay, nagpasan ako ng sinigang sa nila. Then, after that, during final game, nagdala
I don't want to watch this.
Syempre, to represent the banana split strategy of Onyx. And yeah, to bring pride and honor sa country natin.
Natikman ko yung pagkain na yon. I was there.
Yeah.
Now, what is it about Blacklist International that makes you such a super fan?
Well, kasi they really dominate during M3, right? Mula sa lower bracket hanggang sa finals. And
Win rate. And it shows unreflected as he goes on to Keyboy with a godlike, and there you
He's not
go.
stopping. He's not
Do I
stopping.
play
He's on the
Roblox?
roots
No.
now, and that's gonna be the kill.
I do not.
Albert, what the heck? 8-0 and 3. 8 minutes in, he's picked up 8 kills. The man has 8 kills per minute as the Lancelot. He's absolutely styling right now. And he's looking for that bottom side and the purple buff steal as well. Onyx are not having a good game here. Item builds, Arashi.
Because then I have to change the volumes consistently. I could use tabs, you're right. You're right.
Like the Paquito, like the Cho, and the Balmond on the side of Onyx Esports. So he wants to make sure that those guys get deleted as well. And you saw the result. Kyrie, Boots, Keyboy, no one is safe from the damage of Albert right now. But of course, that's for now only. You already see the
Girl bark for me, this dude. Woof, woof, woof.
Very few outplay tools, very few mobility options, and Albert being
Anybody here watch Chainsaw Man?
now, you're alive.
Anybody here read or watch Chainsaw Man? Any weebs in the chat? Do I got any weebs in the chat?
In total, he's still able to kind of level Skylar in that gold lane as RRQ Hoshi
No
is
weebs.
easily going to be able to get that lowered. And this is looking bleak for Onyx Esports.
You see, that will usually be good for CW because he's usually on a scaling hero.
But this time he's not.
This time he's
I
not.
will say that the Indo cameraman does stay on the girls, bro. Like,
What you really want to do
you don't ever see no guys on the Indo cam, on the Indo crowd cam.
Right? You can absolutely dominate your lane. But again, Onyx Esports did not opt to go for that bottom side gang. Boots, wow, he's just going to be taken down there.
Who watches Chainsaw Man?
Clay.
All right, we got some Chainsaw Man fans. Hell yeah. It's fucking litty, huh? I read the manga a while ago, and I just watched. I've been watching the past episodes.
The first Savage in season 10 is on a mid laner. It's a wipeout by Head and Shoulders. RRQ. My goodness.
Woof woof.
Clay,
Here's our woofs in the chat.
About him before this game started, but we did not expect that kind of performance. Clay, the person who is always in the back line, being able to get a savage on the Valentina here. The first savage of MPL ID Season 10 in the playoffs against a team as strong as Onyx Esports. Wow, I am at a loss for words. RRQ Hoshi now, 8,000 gold lead in the plays that Clay could make. What can Onyx Esports
Look at all the Onyx fans. They're dead-faced, pan.
Gold laner or a jungler to get the first Savage in the season, Arashi. Clay.
It's Clay on that Valentina. We talked about how flexible, how dynamic this player is right now. So much improvement.
Waifu's tier list?
What is Onyx supposed to
On
do?
MLBB waifu tier list.
And then they get absolutely wiped out. So how
girls.
mobile, how aggressive are
I saw the Savage, I'm sorry. I'm tired,
They can't
guys.
even afford to use all their resources to take out one person because RRQ Hoshi will absolutely strike back. And if you take out Albert, Clay is now 7-0-7 as well. He has more than enough damage. And of course, Skylar is still scaling like a monster on Esports at a loss.
So tough at this point, right? On Esports, they don't
BH is
have
drafting.
much high ground as well to defend this. 8,000 gold lead and counting. Skylar.
Oh yeah, we're going back. Sorry, guys.
He can go in, use a blazing duel.
Sorry.
Not receive any damage, perhaps, from.
And Benedetta now insta-pick with the Farsa and Lolita.
I'm more invested into this, guys. It's 2-2. 2-2. I'm way more invested into this.
So you're left with you know, the typical marksman here for your gold lane, and also you have to decide whether or not you want to be able to match up against the Valentina, because there's two ways to go from here for Echo. You can go high again, but you're gonna give heavy spin to Valentina. Either that, or you go for the Karina. Karina usually doesn't mind.
Ballman best with no tabs, no tabs, Scarlet.
She's played as a tank, and you
Then I have to mess with the volumes.
But Echo picks up Melissa in front.
I'd rather just type in.
Yeah, I mean, I remember you said this last time too when it was picked up. It's always, again, I think when you come to these drafts, it's basically what are we willing to work on? And yeah, even though you have that Melissa pick, you have that ultimate, it's not really going to help you that much against a Farsa across from you.
Yeah, against a Valentina and
Bro, Haji on the Valentina again? Or, I mean, the Valentina in again? Could be Wise, or Wise in the Valentina again, I mean. Bleh.
There is one hero that I think we mentioned at least a few times.
Silent Fan PH, what's up? Welcome to the show.
So far.
Valentina jungler.
Will be very important here.
Yeah.
And especially now that we're closing the gaps, at least they are, Blacklist and Echo, when it comes to these frontliners, these peelers, in the Paquito and the Julian. We haven't seen Esmeralda, we haven't seen Dairoth.
Call me crazy, but I think this is the time you pull out an assassin gear for Echo.
Fanny.
Fanny, Lancelot.
It's true though. So like, here's the thing, right?
Maybe the Lancelot.
Assassin jungler wouldn't be bad here. Because because you're going up against a mage, a squishy enemy jungler.
Yeah. Does that force Oheb on Brody again?
But the thing is, I was thinking about it earlier. Why wouldn't teams pick Brody up against Paramis? It's a nice pick. You know, you use the store department where you remove the HPs from the cult altar, and also you have a stun.
Yeah, no,
Do I watch UFC? Not regularly, but yeah, a little bit here and there.
And then Bob's your uncle.
I couldn't tell you what's going on right now.
Into the second phase, Esmeralda wide open, but that might be playing to Blacklist's plans. They know that this is the Euro Esme. They know this is the Euro Esme.
That's the second time Midnight has
a jungle Benedetta.
Yep. He's okay though, folks.
He's all right.
Jungle Benedetta, guys. You were talking about it, and I was like, wait, is this a jungle Benedetta? Now you go back to the Brody.
Yep.
It's also a decent answer against the Promise, and they pick up the Uranus. Now, the question
It's Jungle Benny. Jungle Benny.
The lineup here for Echo. Do you go for the Lilia? Do you go for the Eve on Sanji and let Yaoi play the Promise?
No.
Or do you go for the legs of a Natalia that can snipe the backline?
Oh, guys.
Maybe even Ruby, Jawhead.
You know, Midnight, he's your boy. Yaoi was your boy at some point, but now he's mine. The lover boy needs a good.
Whoa.
It's not the
Kufra?
He needs a good, solid.
Bro, I haven't seen a Kufra in a while.
I'm liking this Kufra.
Solid choice.
I like it as well. And I wish we saw more Kufra. I don't think we saw Kufra once in the whole NACT.
The previous game, so switches it up, goes with the Kufra, offers a lot of CC potential. Still that very Yaoi-esque hero. So this could be a great start here for Echo.
I mean, maybe what you're looking here is what you're looking for here for Echo is the insane combo between both the Kufra and the Vendetta. If they get the catch and they use the Electro Final Blow into quite possibly the Petrify, it might just be deadly enough for Blacklist to deal with. But you ask the question, what's
not really questionable. It can help deal with the Valentina dashes. It can help deal with some of those things, right? You can also stop the Numenon Blast with the Tyrant's Revenge. You have CC. It brings a package, right?
Game 5 here ahead of us. We're going to peek here at what everyone is deciding to do in terms of this early game start. And also, across the board, you got to say, you know, Blacklist International purifies and purifies.
I still think Cooper's viable in a lot of situations. We just haven't seen him.
This is how Carl Teasy will build this Benedetta. You know, could possibly go for the tank.
Bro, yeah, but Legend and Epic and NA are crazy places to be. People are still banning Yin and Hanzo down there, bro. People are still banning, like, some weird shit down there, bro. I've been playing this season. I haven't played it like the past 2 seasons. I barely played Mobile Legends at all. And I started playing this season again. And like I'm an Epic. And it's a goofy place to be. Bro, are we buffering?
Here we see Wise already invading. Does he get it?
Got it.
He did.
He did not. He did not.
He didn't?
I mean, Carl Teasy did not. White did.
All right, cool. Yeah, and then
what happened?
So yeah, first turtle, more than happy to fight here.
The thing I want to see here too, now that Wise is bringing out this Valentina jungle once again, is if they can actually make it work just as well as they did in the previous game of the series.
Carl Teasy is going damage, I think. I don't see any increase on the.
Might be time to stop soon, guys.
some sigh of relief.
Little baby is waking up, I think.
Hopefully.
Might have to end the stream soon.
Because the thing is, if they lose the Melissa, you lack damage for Echo.
Yeah,
You're overloaded from Blacklist. where
Ballman's
you have
not a bad
Reed,
band, though.
Valentina, and Farsa. There's so much
Estes,
damage going on beside of Blacklist.
not the best band currently. I don't think it's worth it. But Ballman, though, can be is a semi-viable band, even in rank.
Can Echo actually counterplay around this? It's a Numen blast up, but they had the Colt Altar as well. Carl Teasy now make his way there. They know they've got that ultimate out from Oh My Venus. Do they actually grab this turtle? Yowie, though, able to get that Tyrant's Revenge off. Can they follow up on a kill? Colt Altar as well comes out. It's Wise that grabs the first turtle of the game. Flicker out from Yowie. He's going to go down. Wise also grabs himself the kill. So first turtle and the first blood over to Blacklist International.
It was a clean take by Blacklist. Wise almost got bursted down from the Kufra ult, but the burst damage wasn't really there. Even though Carl Teasy was able to land the Electro final blow, it wasn't really enough. And because of the fact that Wise is going to go with that hold,
Oh My Venus. There's another kill over for Blacklist International. They can't capitalize anything else after that Echo. Just down another one.
Worst case scenario, midnight. Worst case scenario, it happens. Carl Teasy builds very, very hard with the tank. I can see it. The DOT is not enough.
Oh, what are you going to do with that ultimate, Benny Cutie?
by the way, Carl Teasy did just buy the Dragon Ball.
Molten Core.
Molten Essence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the Dragon Ball.
Oh no.
He did just buy. So it is a tank Benedetta confirmed, ladies and gents. Blacklist International have advantage in terms of damage output. It all is on Benecutie.
Man, cross him once, shame on him. Cross him twice, shame on me, Midnight. It's happening again. We closed up the regular season with the same tank Benedetta.
Yep.
And it's the same matchup too. It's Echo versus Black then.
I mean, again, as I said earlier, this might just work in terms of protecting Benecutie, but you're not removing the fact that there is a Farsa on the side of
Which we just saw.
Which we did just see, you know?
We just saw right there, and we see it again. Sanji falling for the second time here in the mid lane under the tier 1 turret.
Poor Sanji didn't even get to pop the Cult Altar.
I mean, at this point, you start asking the question.
Oh, they do. Benecutie able to grab a kill on Oheb. Now it's going to be a 2 versus 2 in the bottom side. Can they convert anything? Yowie with the bouncing ball, but he's one hit away. Can he get away? And he does. Yowie able to escape.
I don't know if that was intentional, but nobody was hitting the Kufra. They were trying to land skills onto Yowie, and that meant he was able to live. But still, you get the kill for Echo. They plotted themselves a Brody kill. Oh, Wise again with the retribution.
Even with the Electro final blow, not able to take it from Wise, and the feathered airstrike going to come down here. Carl Teasy trying to get away. The eye for an eye. Not going to be enough here. Edward grabbing the kill.
Up and changing, all grown up.
Meanwhile, on the bottom side, they find Oheb.
They're willing to trade this one out for Echo. They want the gold lane matchup. Benecutie is on a roll right now on the Melissa, but on the other hand, Blacklist International, Wise is having a fantastic start. Considering that this is a Valentina, Echo should be a little worried, I might say, because the levels are now stacking up, which means neutral objectives are always in favor of Blacklist.
A huge gap here, but wait, that's Oh My Venus caught out.
Yeah, Oh My Venus. Can she get away? Numen blast with the Colt Altar.
Oh.
Teasy still looking for the kill. Can't get it. It's Sanji that falls here. And again, Oh My Venus able to somehow get away.
This is that same problem we mentioned earlier. There's not enough burst damage, not enough accessible damage, especially when Benecutie is compromised.
And this is the one thing I love about Valentina jungle, you know? I've enjoyed this countless of times. When you go near the Valentina, expect yourself to be controlled multiple times because of the fear.
And with that, the conceal play coming out. Feathered airstrike. Oh My Venus gonna flicker her in, forcing Benecutie and Yowie back. They have to go back to heal up. They lose more space here. Already, it's only 6.
The Genshin what Genshin live stream? I gotta go watch the Genshin. Is that Shark on Lolly?
And this is the recovery for Oheb. Kind of a,
Oh man.
In
This was a bad idea, guys.
So much gold, and now Ohib is back on his tracks. Echo really does have a big problem in their, at their hands.
Well, at least Carl Dietz is getting his buff.
Sanford gonna have to use that Purify. Could have gotten possibly killed there, but now next turtle of the game, the last one of the game, for the taking here, Blacklist International.
Level 11 on the Valentina.
Nothing you can do.
Carl Dietz used the retribution on his orange. That's why he missed out on this one.
Sanford now going to be in trouble once again. The team there. Wise goes in. Carl Teasy to help out. Colt Alter there too. Edward now joining the party. Yowie charging up. Can they grab a kill here? Go away comes out, but there it is, right on the mark. But Wise in two. Double kill for Sanford, but is it enough? Because now Benny Cutie falls to Maniac over for Haji. He's unstoppable.
The Savage Machine. The Savage Machine.
You know, he's called a KDA machine for a reason as we watch this instant.
VC with another brothers. I'm the only idiot who stayed awake. I'm the only idiot who stayed awake, bro.
Oh man, it was a technical Savage. Ohib got the last hit on the 5th kill.
Yeah, it was
probably
just a
said
maniac.
sorry.
But look at the KDA, 6-0-5 out of the 11 of Blacklist. This Sparsa is becoming a nuisance. Again, the range advantage has been, you know, a big problem for Echo. Even though Wise died on that engagement, he brought enough time. And Haji was just throwing out spells. And Echo...
TPs are coming.
You know, sustaining that damage coming out from Blacklist International.
We'll call him the KDA Maniac. Why not?
KDA Maniac, there you go.
It works all the same, right? He's a KDA machine.
I mean, it sounds even better because he is a KDA Maniac.
Yeah.
Bro, I stayed awake too when BTK was an M3.
We'll let it sit. We'll let it sit. Blacklist
It's now 7 a.m.
are having
The sun's coming up. Dogs are barking next door right now. The birds are chirping.
6K ahead
The streets are coming alive.
by Echo, and they're going for a concealed play.
Oh, they see Haji. They know.
To be honest, Echo, I mean, at this point, you're under 10 minutes, right? First Lord comes up. You have 6K gold deficit for yourself. If you're Echo, again, you're trying to find any pick you can, but the problem here is who do you even take from Blacklist International? Most of them aren't even by themselves.
Bro, the Jungle Valentina, level 13.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Good play.
Finds the perfect mark. Gets Wise down. Can they capitalize on it? Haji, also less than half health here. Edward comes in, but the Numenon Blast. Able to find two. Can they turn it around here? They do have everything they need. Edward, also less than half health, gonna heal back up. And even with that, Echo still struggling to even come out on top of that one.
Just want to say, did you see that reaction from Haji? He heard the jump from Yahweh. That's how he went to the right side. Unfortunately for Wise, he was not in the position to, you know, go away from the range of the Tyrant's.
Why the MPL ID, bro?
Yeah, Tyrant's Revenge, sure. The range
Because
so
Philippines started first.
Valentina, but it
That's
could've been
why.
better for them, but Haji was
And by now, I'm too invested into Philippines.
Bad news for Sanford as he tries to bob and weave out of everything, but it's not going to be enough as he falls on the top.
By the time ID started, I was already fully invested into the PH finals.
Wise there on the backside. Edward going to heal back up. Oh my Venus now charging up the Numenon Blast. Finds the mark. Benny Cutie running for his life. Colt Alter did come out as well.
Oh, GG's. If Blacklist win this game, it's over for Echo.
And just like that, Haji finding the mark again. What can Echo do? They're in shambles.
The KDA Maniac is in a state of flow. Nothing can stop his Farsa right now, and they're pushing in for the base. All the while, the King of the Jungle taking the Lord one-on-one.
I mean, what stops Blacklist International from initiating on that fight, right? Echo, they put out everything that they had. They used the Tyrant's Rage on Edward, and Blacklist was like, we're gonna fight.
And here they go. They're still.
Bro, what is the stream quality?
One last ditch effort. Benny Cutie finds Oh My Venus, but they give up the Lord here, which all Blacklist International has to do is wait for it to march down and then crack open the base of Echo.
Again, it doesn't help the cause of Echo that they have to deal
Need free membership for grinding. Yeah, bro. Tinderhot XYZ. Always give me that good view in those comments. When no one else is commenting, I can always count on the bots. Gorillas in the chat.
Which he did on a previous engagement, but with Lord fights like that, wherein you're just, you will just be annoyed by my Venus standing at the front line. You will have no time dealing with the Farsa.
Well, right now they've got to deal with this Lord. They're gonna lose this mid turret inhibitor. One hit away. It just has to be looked at. So Blacklist International doesn't get it just yet. Waves are going to be pushing in here, though.
It's the first Lord, so Echo still has enough breathing room.
There you go.
Yep.
Edward goes in. He's like, I got it.
Much like Thanos, Agent Zero says, I'll do it myself.
Oh, come on, guys. Why leave the tower there?
Might as well just do it for myself.
Why leave 100 HP? You can just...
What was that?
No.
He's still doing it.
He's still doing it. Not over
You've
yet.
rubbed off on Midnight here on the English desk.
I'm at my limit.
Yeah.
Boop. Some things don't push it all the way.
Well, there you go. Oh my Venus once again with the charge up. Carl TZ trying to get out of there. There's the feathered airstrike once again, finding the targets. No one going down just yet.
Bots for the algorithm.
Yowie charging up. The Tyrant's Rage goes in.
All right, guys, I gotta call it.
Yowie in a bad position as he falls.
I'm gonna have to watch this myself.
Has the stacks on him. Doesn't go down though.
But Baby Senpai is waking up. Time for me to go. Thank you everyone for watching. Go switch over to the Philippines channel now because this game may end soon. It was a pleasure staying up with you all, and I'll see you all soon.
There you go. Sanji punished again. And it's Haji that falls, but Blacklist International's looking to end the game if they can here.
Hold on, we'll wait for the end. We'll wait for the end. Yep, GG's. See you guys later.
We are one game away.